Hey, Pardon My Take listeners, you can find every episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Prime members can listen ad-free on Amazon Music. On today's Pardon My Take, we have our good friend Greg Olsen on the show. Haven't had him on for a while in person. Great to catch up with him. Also we get a little teary at the end because we're talking about his son. Great story. We have the Mount Rushmore of everyday villains. So villains you encounter in your everyday life. We're going to talk about what we missed maybe in the last few days. We had takeys. Congrats, everyone listening right now. You are an 8-time AWL. And we have Who's Back in the Week. Oh, if you don't know this, if you have just found out, you do not get it. So I've taken that away because that means you didn't listen. And we have Who's Back of the Week, and it's all brought to you by ourselves at Pardon My Cheesesteak. If you're an 8-time AWL, you should be also getting Pardon My Cheesesteaks. I'll just say this right now. When we launched it, we didn't know if it was going to work. The cheesesteaks are incredible. We've perfected it. We've weeded out any that aren't great. We're very responsive, and they are everywhere right now. If you're tired of your sad, limp, and flavorless cheesesteaks, do you crave something that will make your taste buds dance with joy and happiness? Look no further, my friend, because Pardon My Cheesesteak is here to save the day. Our cheesesteaks are made with the finest ingredients, cooked to perfection, loaded with flavor, and don't even get us started with our loaded fries, stuff of legends. But don't just take our word for it. Our satisfied customers rave about our delicious menu items. One customer said, "I've never tasted anything like this in my life, and my name is Billy Football." Another customer claimed, "These cheesesteaks are the real deal. I eat them every time I golf, which is every day. My name is Henry Lockwood." So, what are you waiting for? Order now and experience the taste sensation that is Pardon My Cheesesteak. You won't regret it unless you're on a diet. Check out for our delivery-only restaurant created by Pardon My Cheesesteak or Pardon My Take podcast and enjoy delicious cheesesteaks and loaded fries from the comfort of your own home. We've opened new locations all across America. We are everywhere. Order now at pardonmycheesesteak.com. Also available on Uber Eats, Grubhub, and DoorDash. Super easy to order. And if you're AWL, you should be eating Pardon My Cheesesteak. So pardonmycheesesteak.com or Uber Eats, Grubhub, and DoorDash. Okay, let's go.
It's Pardon My Take, presented by Barstool Sports.
Welcome to Pardon My Take. Today is Monday, July 17th, and PFT, our long national nightmare, is over. LeBron James is coming back for another season.
I was so worried about that. I was shocked. I was shocked when he made the announcement. Honestly, I'd forgotten that he had teased that he might retire. But he had also been saying for the last 3 years he was going to come back and play with his son.
Yes.
That was his ultimate goal. So unless Bronny had a Danny Almonte reverse type situation where he's a lot older than we thought that he was, this was as much of a given as you can have in the sports world that he's going to come back.
And it was so perfect. So we obviously had the takeys on Friday that were pre-recorded, so we missed what happened in the ESPYs. This was really the only clip I saw. LeBron James getting in front of everyone. He said, I asked myself, can I play without cheating this game? The day I can't give everything on the floor is the day I retire. Lucky for you guys, the day is not today. So probably the most public non-retirement, even though we all knew he wasn't going to retire, speech ever given.
It's basically the decision too.
Yeah.
And I think he planned this out just because he was like, you know what, I want to make a splash at the ESPYs this year. How can I do that? Okay, I'll tease it. I'm going to retire after getting swept by the Denver Nuggets, and then in mid-July, in early July, when nobody's paying attention to sports, I'm going to dominate the news cycle.
He also just wants everyone to clap for him and be like, "Thank you so much, Bron." Like I'll say this right now. There's been a lot of rumors, a lot of talk. I'm not retiring. Not today. Not today. I will not retire today. As you're listening to this right now, I'm not retiring today.
You know who had the best day when he found out that LeBron James was going to come back? Skip Bayless.
Yes.
Old Skip he put out maybe the creepiest video. It looked like he was doing he looked like a terrorist that had just taken over a 737 and was making his demands. But he was like, LeBron James and I were connected. We both started our professional careers on television the same year. It's like, yeah, you can't tell the story of LeBron James without the story of Skip Bayless. Yeah, Hank, I saw that look on your face. He was like a columnist. And then he became Skip Bayless on TV back in, I guess that would be 2003 when LeBron came to the NBA. So Skip was very happy. At one point, he just shakes his head. He goes, LeBron bleeping James, man. LeBron bleeping James.
He's not retiring.
You think Ernestine filmed Skip's videos for him?
Yes.
Skip's going through it right now.
Yeah, he is.
He's unwanted.
He doesn't have a person to debate with, and it's gotta be killing him inside.
Lil Wayne.
Yeah, Lil Wayne. It's also very funny that Skip Bayless is like trying to find his new co-host, which not really a co-host. It's more like Skip's sidekick. It really has only one rule. They have to be pro LeBron. Because I was thinking about like what would happen if a guy who was anti-LeBron went and joined Skip. It would then become like he would have nothing to debate.
It should actually just be somebody that's more anti-LeBron than Skip Bayless is.
Yeah,
that would blow his mind. Have Trump,
Dave Portnoy.
Yeah.
That would be great if Dave was like if Skip was like bashing LeBron and Dave was just like, actually LeBron's an ISIS.
Actually, he's a disgusting human being. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Other things going on in the sports world. We had Rory finally win one. The Scottish Open, which I don't think anyone could watch on TV. Golf just keeps crushing it. They're like, hey, golf's never been hotter. But
and ESPN cut off the feed before the 18th hole.
Yeah.
ESPN Plus.
But I was happy for Rory because I think that was like the fourth or fifth time, or no, maybe third or fourth time that he's been leading after 54 holes this year. And if he didn't do this one, it would have been like, dude, you just can't finish the deal. But back-to-back birdies, 17, 18. Good for Rory. Good for Rory.
Is that the fifth major if you're a British guy?
It's got to be. I mean, it's
the Open.
Do you also want to win the Scottish Open when the British Open is right the next week? Like, is that?
It's a tune-up. You can make the case it's a tune-up.
But tuned up.
I have a hot take.
Okay, lay it on.
I think he's going to miss the cut. I think everything, because the last time they played here was the last time he won a major. He's been playing good golf. He won this weekend. Everyone, it's almost too much of a storybook ending, and I think he's just going to come out and blow up.
I mean, last year was supposed to be the storybook ending where he blew up just on the back nine, but
couldn't make a putt.
That's quite a take, Hank. You know,
it's a hot take. I said it's a hot take.
All the players play in quilts.
Yes.
I think I'm looking for kilts.
Kilts.
Okay.
Kilts.
Well, yeah. Offline, before we started recording, Hank was talking about golfing overseas, and he referred to kilts. He thought that there were quilts, that everybody wore quilts. It's an all-time Thailand moment. I wish we were recording.
Yeah. So that happened. DeAndre Hopkins is on the Titans.
Yeah.
Probably.
What was his list of reasons why he wanted to join your team? He wanted like an established quarterback.
It was established quarterback, good defense, consistent GM, which I think they just fired theirs, didn't they?
This is a new GM that they have.
New GM. Yeah. That DeAndre Hopkins, like, I still think he's good. He's not DeAndre Hopkins' best receiver in the league good, which he was, 5 years ago or 4 years ago. But way to take the air out of it. Like, if he had been added to a Chiefs, an Eagles, like one of these Niners, like one of these teams that's competing for Super Bowl, he's going to the Titans. And everyone's like, okay, cool. Like, he'll be good. I guess it's good for the Titans, but I feel like the Titans are in a weird transition period right now. Not we're competing for a Super Bowl right this second.
I mean, this is an ultimate ricochet shot at the entire Patriots organization too. When those are his three criteria, and he's like, I want to play for a good quarterback, and he picks Ryan Tannehill over Mac Jones. Sounds like he listened to our show where we did the quarterback tiers ranking.
Yeah, Hank?
Yeah, I'm excited for Will. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, it is good for Will.
Yeah. You have to feel a little bit snubbed, though, right? Don't you, Hank? Like the fact that he visited your organization, it was on his list of, I think, ultimately 2 teams that he was going to play for that were in a bidding war, and he chose the Titans. I mean, Belichick's definitely pissed off at Vrabel for this one.
Yeah, probably a little bit. I feel like the Patriots never, I mean, besides Randy Moss, but like I feel like the Patriots never really get those big name signings. I was obviously hopeful, but I was not like surprised he didn't sign with us.
Yeah. It was just.
It's not the Patriot way.
It did feel like everyone was like, where's DeAndre Hopkins going to go? And now that he went to the Titans, again, the Titans, this is actually where the Titans love to be, is everyone's doubting them because that means they'll probably win the AFC South and they'll probably win like 11 or 12 games because that's how the Titans always roll. But didn't it feel like it was an announcement we were all waiting for because we assumed he was going to go to a team that was maybe one of the final four teams last year, a Bills, like I said, the Niners, the Chiefs, and the Titans, like, okay, cool, no state income tax.
Yeah, I guess good for him. It became a financial decision. He's getting like $12 million guaranteed next year, and he's got escalators that can kick it up to $15 million. He's gonna make good money. But if I was DeAndre Hopkins, I would want very badly to finish my career with a good quarterback because he's played with some trash quarterbacks outside of Deshaun Watson for a couple of years. He's played with maybe out of all the best wide receivers that you can name in the history of, I guess, the last like 15 years. He might be the best quarterback that's had, or the best wide receiver that's had the worst run to quarterbacks, besides maybe Andre Johnson.
Yeah,
who was also part of that Texans carousel of sadness.
Yes, yeah, it's true, and it's. I mean, money is always. I don't know what everyone else was offering him, but it's nice to say I want to go compete for a ring. But if the Titans offered him 12 and everyone else was offering him $5, $7 million is probably nice too.
It makes a lot of difference. Yeah. I was hoping for the Bills. I really wanted him on the Bills.
I know. Okay, other things. We got our rings. Do you want to give them to us?
Yes, we have the rings. The Waterdogs won the championship last year, and I went to the ring-giving ceremony, and I have them for you.
Yeah, and how did it go? Do you want
known as a wedding?
Yeah. Do you want to do any highlights from the ring-giving ceremony?
It was awesome. Waterdogs won. This one's yours.
Okay, Jake was on the call. Look at this.
Jake killed it.
Dude, this is actually a sick ring.
Dude,
now
those are really expensive.
Okay.
Billy, can you show me? I want to see my ring. Can you just hold it up?
Actually, kind of fits because we told when Paul Rabel asked for our ring size, I didn't know, and I just told him like I don't know, average.
Dude,
regular is the size that we gave him. Oh, that's awesome, Billy. That's such a sweet ring. Where's Hank's?
Oh no.
Oh,
do you have Hank's?
Do we not have Hank's?
Hank's is coming in the mail.
How much? Do we know how many diamonds are in this so I could resell it?
I had no idea, and they were so they look expensive, they feel expensive, so I've been sweating my balls off trying to make sure I get them here right now.
Okay, I might get it appraised and just for curiosity's sake, and then.
Dude, they're big time.
Yeah, these are big time.
I want to punch somebody in the face while I wear it and just leave an impression on them like an Ace Ventura.
PFT, we got to go to a Waterdogs game and show up with them and just be like, "What are you talking about?"
I actually, when I saw the rings, I thought to myself, I might just wear that around all the time.
Yeah,
dude, they're pretty.
It's that cool of a ring.
Yeah, we have rings now. And
Billy, can you take it off your weird fingers?
There was some.
My
take
fingers?
Take it off.
Yeah, I don't know where those hands have been.
I'm
take it off.
Warm.
Did you chug beers
at the ceremony?
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, how'd you do?
Very well.
Yeah.
Dukes is witness.
He is.
Dukes is out of it. Dude, Fairfield is the best venue for lacrosse. I just have to say, like, those are people who love lacrosse, and it's an amazing venue.
I feel like though, if we sent you anywhere where you got championship rings and free beer, you'd be like, dude, fucking Baghdad is the best place to watch lacrosse. It's so sick.
No, but Fairfield County is a lacrosse hotbed.
Okay.
It is pretty sick.
Yeah, Connecticut does lacrosse well.
Yeah.
Billy, what was the reaction of the team like when they all got their championship rings and they're like, oh, and also Billy football?
Yeah, no, it was big imposter syndrome when you're walking in the line and these guys are like, who the fuck is this guy?
Right.
No, it's not really imposter syndrome. That is actually just being
I am an imposter.
Yeah, it's just not even your ring. Yeah.
The last person to get his ring.
Yeah.
And finally, representing the owners, Billy football.
I did hear some criticism online that we're terrible owners for not being there for ring night, but I have to just push back and say, were we getting rings for winning a championship, the team that we own? That seems pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Well, our favorite ring, I don't want to speak for you, PFT, but I think we're aligned as an ownership group. Our favorite ring is the next one.
Yeah, and also we're hands-off owners, right? And we're especially hands-off the rings. We don't need to be there to take the spectacle away from the players. It's not the NBA where they hand the championship trophy to Stan Kroenke first, and then he just whispers sweet nothings into the sideline reporters' ears. We don't need that spotlight on us. We're behind the scenes guys.
Yeah, I'm so hands-off.
We establish culture. That's what we do.
I'm so hands-off as an owner that I'm going to sell my ring.
No,
like that's how hands-off I am.
I'm so hands-off that
no, please don't do that.
I can definitely name at least 2 players on the team.
No,
Dylan,
and then
Dylan's the goalie.
Dylan Ward.
I didn't know if it was his last or first name.
And then Copeland.
Yeah, Andy Copeland.
Andy Copeland is a G.
Yeah, he is.
We
almost fired him.
No, but like I was standing next to him and I was like, this guy probably thinks I'm a fucking clown, and he was a G. He was chill.
Yeah.
It was sick.
Yeah, no, he definitely did. He definitely thought you were a clown. But you're our clown. Fuck it.
No, yeah.
Yeah, we sent you. You did your job.
Those look awesome. I'm happy for you guys.
Hank, I'm sure yours is in the mail.
Shout out.
Did they actually say that, Billy?
No. I mean, shout out Steve Napoli and Ryan Brown. Some not alumni but retired guys who came back for the ring, and we just had a great time.
Shout out Jay too. While we're at
shout
it.
out Jay.
Shout out Jay. What do you mean not alumni but retired?
Man.
Are they retired?
Yeah, they're retired.
Okay.
Those are the 2 guys where it was like, yo, a lot of the Waterdogs are retiring because they want a chip, and they retired.
Yeah.
Wait, so did they say my ring's in the mail or no?
You got a ring coming.
Oh, okay.
They haven't. They definitely haven't made though.
So
right?
No,
I was
forgot
told,
about his ring.
No,
I'm getting,
there definitely
I'm
is.
getting the fan. I'm getting like what they give like the fans.
No,
like you get,
I was
like the
told-
fan replica for like $200.
I was told from the higher ups, they were like, Hank submitted his ring size late,
Oh.
and that's why it's coming late.
Hank,
As opposed to me and Big Cat, who didn't submit a ring size at all.
Hank, listen to this. Listen to this, Hank. Ready? See? Banging on the
It's like House of Cards.
Yeah, it feels good. Yeah.
Dude, these are serious fucking rings.
Yeah, they're
dude.
great rings.
They look awesome. I'm happy
They're
for
heavy
you guys
as
and
hell.
for the team.
And they say our
You're
names on
sending
it.
mine out to me, right? Because I can't. If I own a championship ring, I feel
What?
naked when I'm not wearing
Can't what?
it. Yeah.
What?
You're breaking up.
Sorry, dude. Can you get your Riverside rate? So I'm gonna keep this safe. I've been keeping them safe for 2 days, and it's been nerve wracking.
Okay.
It's like giving Billy one of those Tamagotchi pets. See how long
That he
he
killed.
survive.
Yeah.
My Tamagotchi is
See how long
still
it'll take
alive.
before Billy kills this
2023.
ring.
All right. What else do we have? We had Wimbledon. And that happened.
Alcatraz.
20 years old.
Sick man.
Alcatraz happened. Thought he was a clay court guy.
Yeah.
Thought he was an alternate surfaces guy, not a grass guy.
Yeah.
But he loves grass. Passing you the torch, Big Cat.
Well,
Yeah, I have
listen,
a question, Big Cat.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. But I have a statement first. Afterwards, I don't know, but if you guys saw, but Djokovic was maybe the most gracious competitor of all time. He said people have been talking in the past 12 months or so about his game, talking about Alcaraz, consisting of certain elements from Roger, Rafa, and myself. I would agree with that. I think he's got basically best of all 3 worlds. So Djokovic is basically saying this guy is going to be next up. So I'm counting that as a win. That's my 25th major that I've won. So I'm Alcaraz fan now. Not as big of a Djokovic, but I'm an Alcaraz fan as well. Yeah,
That's loser talk because
felt like
he
was
baby
cheating.
brawned him.
No,
he baby brawned him. He pretty much said like, this guy reminds me so much of myself. I'm happy to see him win.
He's 16 years younger. He's got all the fucking testosterone and jumping around. I mean, Djokovic and Federer and Rafa are all the exact same age, so you can't make that same argument. He had to play someone 16 years younger.
Well, that was my question, Big Cat. Not only did Djokovic lose today, but it's like he doesn't have to play versus Federer and Nadal. He's going to beat Rafa's Grand Slams in 5 years.
He already. Wait, who? Alcaraz
is coming for the GOAT
Next
crown.
up.
Djokovic has the most majors. Just so
But
you're
he had
just
to go
so
against
we're
Federer
clear.
and Nadal. So I'm
So
saying
we're
like
clear.
you had
Yeah,
to
so
watch
you're-
him lose today and realize
You're-
in 10 years I'm also going to lose the GOAT crown.
But you just said what you just said means that Djokovic is the GOAT. He went against Roger.
Yes, currently.
and Rafa and won all those. So Alcaraz is going to win Mickey Mouse majors. That's fine.
No, but
No, major's a
Alcaraz is
major.
going to dominate.
Major's a major,
He's going to
yeah.
dominate. You judge by major championships.
Well, I'm an
right?
Alcaraz fan. I don't know why you guys are turning this. I'm an Alcaraz fan. He's
Can
got
someone help
blessed.
me out? Can someone help me
One's
out
got
here?
to go.
And I don't know why I've never thought of this before when I'm watching tennis, but in that third set, there was that one game that took
27 minutes. It was crazy.
27 minutes, right?
It was
and it was basically whoever wins that one game is going to win the entire match. Why the fuck do they score so fucked up in tennis? Why is it 15-15 and then 30-15?
So stupid.
And then 40-15 and then it's love and then it's deuce and all this shit. Why is it? Can somebody explain to me why it's 15, 30, 40 and then the game? It makes
like
no
some old
sense.
English stuff.
Metric system?
Yeah,
is it kilometers? Is this
dumb.
Kilometers?
50 grand.
It's dumb.
It is so dumb.
It's so dumb.
It's really
They
easy
should
once
score
you get
like
it.
a real sport where it's 7-7, 6-1, 3.
Sometimes a 2.
2 for a safety.
Yeah.
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 That's how real men play sports.
Tennis scores were shown in the Middle Ages on 2 clock faces. On each score, the pointer moved around a quarter from 0 to 15, 30, 45. Somehow the 45 got truncated to 40 when the clock faces dropped out of use.
That's stupid.
That makes no sense.
Did you see Djokovic got penalized for holding his for too long?
In the semifinals.
He literally was. He was just like,
Yeah.
And he got a time violation today.
Oh, he did. See, they were out to get him, and I felt like the wind was only affecting him.
It took too long for him to walk back to his towel, pick up his towel.
Bullshit.
Which you know why they moved the towel station and they don't have the ball boys handing the towels out anymore, right?
Why?
COVID.
COVID.
It was a COVID change.
Yeah, so they're all
And they're out to get
squeeze him.
Djokovic.
Yeah, he's our
Yeah.
goat. Just because he didn't want to get vaccinated, we're going to persecute him.
Yeah, they put his towel basically in Southampton.
Yeah.
And he has to go by foot over there, horseback carriage to dry his hands off and come back.
Either way, I will admit that was a very thrilling Wimbledon. It was. It was good theater, and it is.
It was good.
It is an all-time. I wasn't hungover, but I feel like I'm perpetually hungover with kids. But it was all-time. Like tennis on grass is such a great hungover watch early in the morning because it's just ball moving on grass. Not a lot of you don't really have to be paying too much attention. It moves at a good pace. Nice little breaks, some grunting. It's a great sport to watch in the morning.
You remember this was probably like 15 years ago, maybe even longer, when Monica Seles was still playing, and they I forget who she was playing against, but they warned both of them. They're like, "Hey, you guys grunt too much. It's unladylike. You're not allowed to grunt in this game or in this match." And then Monica Seles went out there and gave a grunting performance for the ages. Basically said, "Fuck you. You can take my grunts from my cold dead hands." And it was all time. I think at Wimbledon, that's the only place that they would
that's
ever
a
try
bonk.
to
That's
curtail. What?
that might be a bonk. That also Monica
Hank,
Seles.
it's just learn tennis, bro. Monica Seles.
How do you know that?
Dude, she got stabbed.
She got stabbed, Hank, and she was also like one of the best tennis players of all time. And her
I know
grunts,
that, obviously.
Here, I'll do Monica Seles grunt. Ready? Wah! Wah!
Yeah.
How
It's
did
the
you?
backswing. Wah! Oh!
Hank, you should start doing that when you golf.
Oh, we should do a Mount Rushmore later this season where we grunt in each other's strokes.
Mount Rushmore moans.
Yeah, no,
trying to
just
spell them out.
Just be like, what's your next pick? Oh!
It's a good one. I like that.
Okay.
We also had Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
Hard Knocks decision has been made. Another
Yes.
long national nightmare is over.
Yes.
And it's going to be the New York Jets, the
Which
New
we
York
figured.
Football Jets.
I think we
figured that. I mean, Aaron
called it.
Rodgers.
Yeah.
It's got all the storylines behind it. They're going to show him like moving into his Brooklyn apartment. Which, by the way, you remember when we interviewed Aaron last year, and he was like, "Oh, you guys live in New York. You're probably some like cool Brooklyn guys, right?" I guarantee you, Aaron Rodgers is going to be living in Brooklyn.
Although the commute would suck. You'd be an idiot to live in Brooklyn. Like
he's an idiot.
when we had to drive to Hoboken, that was from Brooklyn. It sucked.
But last time the Jets were on Hard Knocks, they went to the AFC Championship.
Oh.
game. So
I mean,
Thanks,
look,
Ryan.
we still have to figure out the stakes of our bet, but I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have an incredible year. I've become the script has been flipped on me where I'm now defending Aaron Rodgers, the player, publicly, and it feels dirty. But I also I don't want him to fall off when he's gone. That would suck for me. I want him to be really good.
I understand that, but I think it would also be so poetic if he followed the Brett Favre story arc completely. Like
Brett
goes to
Favre
New
was
York,
good, and he hurt his arm.
sends a bunch of weird dick pics to people, leaves New York, goes to Minnesota, has a career resurgence, and then he gets arrested for defrauding Mississippi.
Well, if you if you put in that the Bears end his career with Corey Wooten when he remember when Brett Favre was like he looked like a chalk cutout on the pavement on the frozen Minnesota turf because they were playing outdoors for a couple seasons. That if you can give me that, I might sign up for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm rooting for. I also just love Hard Knocks in general. Hard Knocks is such a good TV show to just remind you that football is coming back. And I actually think you could take any major profession, any minor profession, and make a Hard Knocks out of anything.
They're doing it. And we also we will review the quarterback show on Netflix either Friday or Monday. We're going to watch it. I've heard good people complain about it, but if you just show me any behind the scenes football clips, I'll watch it. Like when they I'll do like in between the championship games and the Super Bowl, I'll watch like the 30-minute episodes that the teams put out just to hear the mic'd up players.
Yeah, the mic'd up players, the alternate camera angles of plays that you have already seen like 7 times.
Right.
I think I watched the end of that Vikings-Bills game 9 times just from like different vantage points.
The Chiefs-Bills AFC Championship game I must have watched 100 times on all the angles. Billy?
PFT, the ring stuck on my finger. I'm trying to get it off.
Grunt it off.
It's not going well.
We're going to have to cut that finger off, Bill.
Oh, he gave you a bill. That's when he knows he's serious.
Yeah, we're going to have to cut that shit off, Bill.
Can we Bill, cut the metal? Can we cut the metal?
No, absolutely not. That's your finger.
Jake, can you try to pull that ring off Billy's finger?
Come on, get over here.
I think Billy's lying.
How sick would that be if you had a necklace?
Well.
If you had a necklace that was the ring, but also Billy's finger.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. Or we could maybe spray some sort of cooking oil on there.
My left
lube it up real
finger.
good. Get some KY jelly.
Oh, it actually is stuck. It's actually stuck. All right, Billy, let me get it. Jake's being
It's
too
like
nice.
Sword in the Stone.
Make it straight. Make your finger straight.
Okay.
Get off.
Commentate it, Billy. Commentate on the mic.
I got it.
All right, thank you, Big Cat.
Don't put it back on.
Oh, it's stuck again.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Damn.
Keep that shit off there, Billy.
It's mine.
But yeah, I just love Hard Knocks. I'm just so amped up for football. The decision that which team is going to be at Hard Knocks, that is the true restarting of the football year.
It is. And there's just nothing that gets me more juiced up than the countdowns. People just tweeting out like, we have 7 Sundays from today or 51 days till college football. I don't care if it's going to be a random like New Mexico State versus Hawaii on a streaming platform none of us have. I don't care. Just as soon as the first game kicks off, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, the start of the football, the official start of the football calendar is Hard Knocks.
Right.
The first episode of Hard Knocks. After that, it's the Pro Football Hall of Fame game. After that, it's college football week 0.
Throw in one random really good player gets injured in preseason.
Yep, that and a suspension.
Yeah, a suspension, yeah.
Today, Scott Hansen said Red Zone returns in a mere octobox of Sundays.
Eight
That means 8 Sundays?
Yeah.
Okay, he made us try to do math and like.
Well, he's your
words.
guy.
Yeah, but it
You
still
I know,
moved.
just-
That made me move.
Well, we've won the war, so I don't have to.
There is no options now.
Right. I will now be critical of Scott Hansen because there is no. He's monopolized Red Zone, is he not?
To my knowledge, yes.
Yeah. So be ready for that, Scott. I'm coming for that ass. You better tell us. You better let us know gambling things and don't give us the fake out where it's like, and we cut to Kansas City and it's like a 7-yard out and you're expecting to be a fumble.
Nope. Got to be on your A game. Billy, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you think that this is going to play into your whole New York media is going to make Jets quarterbacks worse? Having a bigger magnifying glass under the media of Aaron Rodgers?
No, so Aaron Rodgers is immune to the media circus. It is going to be.
He's immune, or is he vaccinated?
He's immune.
Okay.
He's got natural immunity
immunized,
to the
Yeah.
New York media. But what I'm thinking is I just can't wait to see what Zach Wilson and Aaron Rodgers talk about when they're like, in drills throwing. Just like I can't that's just something.
You're going to buy into Zach Wilson again.
No, I mean
for
I
sure.
think he is the future.
Well, he's never actually gone.
He's the future. You still think he's the
I
future?
still think that he has the physical capabilities to be, an amazing
Mahomes.
quarterback.
Yeah.
The man can make any throw on the field. I mean, his head, he's young, he's confused.
Yeah, we're doing this
He's
again.
short.
He's not
like
short. He's not short.
5'6".
He's 6'2".
He's addicted
he's
to
like 5'6".
spinning.
He's shorter than me. The man can make some amazing throws, and I hope Aaron Rodgers just gets his head right.
All right. let's go do who's back of the week. And then we have Greg Olsen, and then we have the Mount Rushmore of everyday villains. Who's back of the week's brought to you by our friends at Coors Light. Everyone thinks about the day they'll eventually get to retire and enjoy all the freedom that comes with it, Hank. But who says we have to wait decades before we get to kick back and chill out? Hank's got a Coors Light right now. Take advantage of that free will and spend the summer chilling like a retiree. Pair those moments with Coors Light, the beer that's made to chill. It's the beer that's made to chill, pairs well with a retired state of mind. The mountains on the bottles and cans even turn blue when your beer is cold, so you know when it's time to grab another. Perfect for all your summer plans or lack thereof. No judgment here. This summer, chill like you're retired with Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door with Drizzly or Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/take. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. CoorsLight.com/take. Go check them out now. Hank, how many Coors Light you have this weekend?
The limit does not exist.
Okay,
still
that.
going.
Hell
All my
yeah.
friends' flights got delayed, so we're probably going to have a few more tonight.
PFT's video on his vacation with the bathing suit.
Yes.
Hilarious.
Yeah, we got new merch, too, in the Part of
Yeah.
My Take store.
The swimsuits, the mountains turn blue. They come out when you get them wet. So if you go piss dogs on them, it's a great visual. It's always good for a laugh.
Oh, is that your who's back, Hank?
Yeah, I was going to talk about Rodgers and Rory, but we talked about that. I was wearing the swimsuit earlier. Did my first lake jump.
Nice.
And it's honestly unbelievable. The technology is unbelievable.
It is.
Like
Yeah.
PFT can attest.
Wait, you mean lakes?
No.
The bathing suit. The bathing suit mountains turning blue after you get them like in the water is very, very sick.
That would be funny if you were just talking about lakes. You're like, how'd they get all this water here?
Well, yeah, they just got an ocean. They have an ocean in Chicago.
Lake Superior is the GOAT Great Lake.
Why?
No, I'm a Lake Michigan guy.
No, it's just the
Why?
GOAT. Because
Why?
Because it's cold,
Because it's called
and
Superior?
it's clear, and it's see-through.
Okay.
Yeah. It'd be a real shame if people started taking videos of themselves peeing their Blue Mountain swimsuit and
That wouldn't a
having
TikTok
mountains come
trend?
out.
Yeah.
It'd be a real shame. Shout out to the people out there that were like, look at this grown-ass man. Like I'm not going to sit there and piss myself after being out in the sun for 6 hours drinking Coors Lights.
Also, we piss ourselves all the time. We're not
Yeah.
grown-ass men. We're definitively not grown-ass men. We are
Definitely not.
in age only are we grown-ass men. Okay, good. Who's back, Hank?
Thank you.
PFT's video. PFT.
Shorts. Specifically Coors Lights ones.
Shorts are back. Okay, I guess let's play the hits. My who's back of the week is Dan Snyder.
Oh,
I told you.
How
I
about
told
my-
you.
Oh my god.
So,
Yeah,
I
so
so
forgot about
people who
that.
don't know, we taped the takies like 3 weeks before they aired. I kept on getting tweets. I was like, wait, what was my future take of the year? And then I forgot that it basically kind of almost came true already.
No, it didn't almost come true already. A report came out last Wednesday from, I think it was probably Dan Van Natta and Seth Wickersham. They're always the ones that put out these bombshells at like 7 a.m. about Dan Snyder. It happens like once every 2 months. And it was behind the scenes of how Dan tried to strong-arm the NFL and John Gruden, and basically he was behind all these leaks that happened, which is, if you had a brain, you knew who was behind those leaks.
Of course.
When they were coming out. Like, everyone got mad at John Gruden for the contents of the email, but to me, the bigger story was always like, why is this email being selectively leaked? That was the result of a Commanders or Redskins investigation. And the story was always going to be Dan Snyder being a piece of shit asshole. And so that story came out, and then the following day, a follow-up report said that things are in jeopardy with the sale of the team because there's some loose ends in regards to indemnifying Dan Snyder against all the bullshit that he pulled while he was still the owner of the team. And no, Hank, you don't get to shrug
No,
your
I was,
shoulders like I told
I was
you.
literally just copying Billy, whatever.
It
told
hasn't
you.
happened yet. It hasn't
told
happened
you.
yet. Okay, listen.
Would you
I
say my
still-
take almost came true?
Interest
I-
rate's
it-
too
it-
high.
We've yet to see it. I'm waiting for all the facts to come out. But if Dan Snyder,
Why didn't you
if
do
he
that
doesn't-
when they signed?
This would be the most diabolical fucking thing this man has ever done. If he goes this far, specifically, I would feel targeted. I would feel like I was the one that he was going at. If he goes this far throughout the process of selling the team, gives me 6 months to celebrate him selling the team, and then
T-shirts,
doesn't sell
you
the
gotta,
team.
You got to return all those T-shirts. You got to get
And then-
everyone, you got to do a buyback program.
and then
You pop champagne.
then I'm out. I'm out. If Dan Snyder comes back, I'm out. I can't do it. I can't turn back. I'll root for any team in the NFL.
You got to become a Texans fan.
are a Bears fan.
No, you gotta
I'm in Chicago.
Yeah, that's on par for bad.
Yeah, it's on par, but at least it's not the fucking Dan Snyders.
You guys can't be on
So-
the same team.
That would be so awesome if you were a Texans fan. It's like, we just like forget to bring them up on Mondays. You're like, what about my team?
Yeah, maybe the C words. Maybe I just have to root for the C words.
Oh,
But yeah, I was very upset, and I still am very upset because I'm realizing that there's probably like a 25% possibility that he does stick around for the rest of my life, owns the team, and I'll probably die before he does.
yeah.
And,
25%.
That's all. Yeah, 25%.
That sounds
you
like
don't
a
know
lot.
any. Hey,
That's a
you don't
lot.
know anything about how big transactions are done. Okay, you don't know anything about the world of finance. You don't know about getting all your ducks in a row on this shit.
I know you don't pop champagne before the Super Bowl. You don't pop champagne if the deal's not signed. That's all I know.
Told
That's
you.
what I know.
Yeah.
The interest rates weren't right, bro.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with the interest rates.
100%.
It was
They're
definitely
too high.
Yeah. Thanks.
Money's
Biden.
too expensive.
Billy. Give me Mohammed bin Salman. Give me the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund. Anybody but Dan Snyder. I don't care. Give me Billy. Give me Billy owning the team. I don't give a shit.
No, you don't want that.
No.
No,
If I owned
way
a
for
fucking
Billy
team,
and Dan
it'd be
Snyder.
sick.
Okay.
And there's a lot of sickos out there, by the way, who told me, like, I'm so glad this is happening to you when it looked like Dan
Those
Snyder
are
might come back.
sickos.
Oh,
There's a
that's
lot of
fucked up.
freaks that are
That's fucked up.
shut up, Hank. There's a lot of freaks that are rooting for me to be miserable for the rest of my life. This is the worst thing that's ever happened. They did a list. They did a fucking list of the best players from each position during the Dan Snyder era. And it was the most depressing list that you'll ever read. The best quarterback that they had from the entire Dan Snyder era
Had to be RG.
was RG3 for 6 weeks.
Oh, he was very
in 2012.
Good. He was very
Cousins.
good. He was very.
It was a great
Rookie of
6
the year.
weeks.
Yeah, he was.
It was a
fucking
great 6
sick.
weeks.
He was sick. All right, my who's back is Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton's back. I don't know if you guys saw this quote that was dropped. I think it was Miles Sanders, who's now on the Panthers. He was doing a podcast, and he said, "We've got a very, very good young quarterback that's being mentored by a very, very, very good quarterback, future Hall of Famer Andy Dalton." So Andy Dalton's back.
Which
the way
Hall of
back.
Fame? TCU?
I was thinking about it. I don't know if he's even in the Redhead Hall of Fame. Conan O'Brien, Ed
Not a big
Sheeran,
list.
Lindsay Lohan, Bill Walton.
No,
Carrot
I'd,
top.
Bill,
I'd put him in over Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, I don't know. What about Emma Stone?
No, Lindsay Lohan was she had a decade run of
Sean
greatness.
White?
Andy Dalton was just a quarterback in the NFL for like
Yeah. Mark
Prince
McGuire. It's Prince Harry. It's a question whether he's in the Redhead Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's not. I don't think that he's not a shoo-in for any Hall of Fame. I'll put it that way.
Right. So he is back though. Also, Kevin Durant's back. He's very online, and he had to refute a fake quote that made me laugh. The like one of those NBA Central fake accounts tweeted Kevin Durant quote: "I'm 7 feet tall and have the skill set of a shooting guard. I'm the best scorer in NBA history. My only weakness is injuries." And it does actually sound like something he would say to someone in a reply. Mm-hmm. Like that's not that far off.
It really does actually just sound like something that a Kevin Durant stan would say about Kevin Durant in an argument about whether Kevin Durant is the best player of this generation.
And the stan is actually Kevin Durant in a burner account.
In a burner account.
Yeah. So it's. I just saw that. I was like, oh yeah. And it also, I think it got community noted, and it just says, as inferred by Kevin Durant, this is a fake quote. That's like the weakest community notes ever. It doesn't even say it's fake. It just says.
I thought you were saying it got community noted because somebody was like, actually, Kevin Durant isn't the best scorer.
That would be great
by these metrics.
Yeah, that would be great. Actually, he's got more weaknesses. His handle gets a little loose in the playoffs. Okay, Billy, what's your who's back?
Waterdogs and the Gilgo Beach serial killer has been caught. This might be a little local. Long Island guys will know what I'm talking about. But they caught him. It was an architect, and he was murdering people.
And they caught him in the most Long Island way ever. They got DNA off of a pizza box where he didn't finish his crust.
Exactly.
Got to eat that crust.
You gotta eat your crust, dude. I would
eat your
never.
crust.
I'll tell you one thing. If they get me for DNA, there's a million ways you can do it. You could never get it for pizza because I always finish the whole slice.
Yeah,
always.
that's what people should tell their kids from now on. Here's why you should be a member of the Clean Plate Club. Because
Yes.
if you don't, you might get arrested for being a serial killer.
Also, it's not fun. It's not a funny story, obviously, because he's a serial killer and people died. But
we got his ass.
there was a twist that gave me a little chuckle. He did a video with some French dude who like interviews architects in New York City. And so this video that probably had 20 people who watched it, I clicked on it and it has like 1.5 million views on YouTube. So
yeah, interview with a serial killer.
That guy has his revenue is popping this month.
Any serial killers of this next generation, there's going to be a treasure trove of online content that they've left behind.
Yeah.
That is not linked at all to whatever their crime is that we're going to get to go through. It's going to be wonderful.
Yeah. This guy, he's a real fucking piece of shit.
So how many people did he kill, Billy?
4 that we
Good
know
amount.
of. 4 that we know of. And it was all like in a short stretch in 2010. So it's been a while.
So he just quit? He got out the game?
He was...
Was he the one that was like dumping him on the beach?
Yeah. I don't know how
I
serial
had
killing
heard about
works.
that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know how serial killing works, but he just had a kick.
I think he was back on the game, PFT, because there was a woman filed a police report recently being like, this guy was just being the biggest creep ever at the beach, like kind of stalking me, and he fit the description of the serial killer. And so, yeah.
You can only stay away for so long. You don't hear about any serial killers just like walking away at the peak of their talents.
Yeah. Went to high
There's
school.
no Barry Sanders of serial killers.
Yeah, went to high school with Billy Baldwin.
Yeah. Wow.
Billy Baldwin just tweeted that. He's like, oh, wow. I went to high school with this guy.
Could have been me.
Whoa. Shit. Okay, Jake, finish us off.
My who's back is Steph Curry.
Yes.
He joins the summer 2023 hole-in-one crew of me,
Real hole-in-one.
Max Homa, Blake Griffin, and now Steph Curry.
Oh, Blake Griffin, Redhead Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
So that was a sick hole-in-one.
Yeah, well, because
Sprinted
we
to the
saw
thing.
the whole thing.
Yeah. If I had the camera crew, I did as much as I could.
Jake, you're a real
Does
hold
Blake
one.
Griffin
I'll back you
identify
up.
as a redhead though?
Thanks, Bill.
I don't know.
I got you.
I don't know. He's down right now. He lost Blake of the Year.
I
don't
know,
think
but
that you get to
you're
determine
putting
if
a
you
title on him
identify
that
or
he might not want to identify as.
I don't think you get to decide that. I think that's for people that want to make fun
Yeah,
of
no,
you.
it's a
They're the
a
ones that get
choice.
to decide.
no.
What?
Identify however you want.
By the way, do we have the intro to the show? Did we change it? Was he going to change it to the one he sent?
No.
Okay, so what do I need to text him and have him send me? This may never get back.
It's part of my take. Presented by Barstool Sports.
It's part of my take presented by Barstool Sports. So he's
Yeah.
all right. It's
I can text him if you want.
all right. Yeah, text him and get it.
Yeah, so that tournament is great. There's always great clips.
Yeah, we're gonna go next year.
That'd
Put
be
it on the
sick.
map.
That'd
We're
be so
going.
cool.
We're going.
Did
You guys
Steph
could
Curry
play
play
it.
with a mouthpiece?
No.
No,
That would have been sick.
that would have been sick. Zaha, our colleague, good friend of all of ours, had maybe the craziest take of all time. He's like, I saw Steph Curry golf at a Barstool Classic. As good as he is at basketball, he's that much better at golf. It's like, he's like a top 15 basketball player of all time. So I don't think he really understood what he was saying in that tweet, but it was great.
He also finished off the tournament with an eagle to win.
Yeah, crazy.
He might be a better golfer than he is a basketball
He
player.
could be. I mean, I'm still waiting. Like, how sick would that be if Steph Curry just went pro?
Can't be better than Klaus.
Like Tony Romo should have. Like Tony, that's the thing though. Tony Romo is always talked about as such an incredible golfer. He's never sniffed pro, right?
No, but he's come close
He's
to
got a fucked
qualifying
up
for some
back.
U.S. Opens. So Danny Woodhead is at like the same level
Right.
as Tony Romo is. Steph Curry might be better than. I mean, Tony Romo was competing in this week's tournament too, and Curry dusted him.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So maybe
Like, I'm looking at the scorecards. Tony
I think
Romo
Romo's
was
got some injuries.
Tony Romo was 8 over on 3 rounds total. So like
what was Steph Curry?
Steph was even 1 over 3 under. So 2 under.
Still very far away. Like
Right.
I would imagine if a pro played that course, they
probably
would be
10
like
double
minus
digits.
16.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You think he's better golfer?
I think he
than
might be.
is
Yeah, I think I might agree with Za. I think he's playing the wrong sport.
Okay, let's get to Craig Olsen, and then we have Mount Rushmore of everyday villains. Billy and Jake are on a fucking heater, by the way. It is now, what's the official standings? 11 to 10.
You guys are up 1 on us, and we're up 2 on Max.
Okay,
And
so
Hank.
Max and Hank
5 straight.
need something. They need some juice.
It's a
This is
marathon,
usually
baby.
the time of
It's a long way to
year
go.
when Hank decides to blow up his own team
Yeah.
and go in a different direction.
Yeah. True. They're wearing
Not us.
Okay. Not you guys. All right, let's get it to Greg Olsen.
This interview with Greg Olsen is brought to you by the Barstool Sportsbook, the all-new Barstool Sportsbook. Redesigned, just launched late last week. It's awesome. It's so easy to use. I like this redesign a lot. It's nice and clean. Everything's super easy to bet on. The Barstool Sportsbook is the place to go whether you're putting in some summertime MLB action, betting on tennis. I put some action on the UFC fights. I'm 1-0 on the Barstool Sportsbook, betting on the UFC. I'm going to be putting in some Major League Baseball bets this week, betting on the CONCACAF Gold Cup final this week, which is really just kind of an asterisk final. These teams' players, their best players aren't playing, so it doesn't really matter that the USA did not have Freddie Adu or Christian Pulisic or any of our best players. It doesn't matter. Mickey Mouse Championship. You can also do look-ahead lines. How about this? Whose spread is it anyway? Week 1, 7:20, 8:20 Eastern, September 7th, Lions at Chiefs. What do you guys think it is?
Chiefs minus 6.5.
Chiefs minus 7. That's pretty good.
Okay.
I might ride with the Lions. I might ride with Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell he's a cover monster.
Well, according to my numbers, you got to take the Lions.
Take the Lions. Download and sign up today for the Barstool Sportsbook. Terms apply. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Okay, we now welcome on one of our favorite recurring guests. It is Greg Olsen. He is the man who called the Super Bowl this past year. We're at Tight End U. You're a baby, Tight End U. You and George. So year 3, let's start with Tight End U. Year 3, how do you think it's going? Do you think we're getting tight ends more money?
I think so. I think our business model from the beginning is how much money can we spend, how much corporate money can we spend on the camp to have professional tight ends make more money in the NFL. I think that was the business model and the inspiration behind the entire camp. I think we're doing pretty well. Last year we had 80 guys. I think this year we have 82. So it's grown. I don't know how much bigger we can physically expand to and still keep the integrity of the event, but it's grown a lot faster than, we had 25 or 35 the first year. So we're at 82 now. And we have a lot of guys that reach out last minute. We're like, we don't have any rooms left.
Yeah. Have you thought about getting Jimmy Graham to teach a class and just having him say, take the letters TE out of your bio on Twitter, and then they have to pay you as a wide receiver?
Yeah, and line up more than 4 yards from the tackle. And then when he would have won his arbitration hearing back in 14.
Yeah.
So that's on him. He should have not lined up so close to the tackle so often. He should have moved out one more yard, and he would have broke the bank. So that's a missed opportunity. But yeah, we'd love to have Jimmy come. We got Gronk coming this year, first time he's ever come, so that'll be cool. Obviously Kelsey, Kittle. We've had Waller the last 2 years, and we've had him come through here. So it's pretty cool.
It's a cool environment to be in, and I'm going to gas you up because I know that you're too classy to gas yourself up on this, but after the Super Bowl this year, we said Greg gave Fox Sports something to think about with Tom Brady with your performance in the Super Bowl.
And I hope it wasn't biased. I hope you guys genuinely. I hope our friendship didn't cloud that comment.
You did such a good job that somebody is having a conversation right now that's like, oh, we got Greg.
Well, I appreciate that. I'll be honest. Since every person I know obviously listens to PMT, including myself, but I hadn't listened to that one yet. And I had a buddy call. They're like, "Hey, you need to put on PMT this week. They just did their Super Bowl kind of recap show, and they talked about you." I was like, so I went back and listened. I'll be honest. I appreciate that. Yeah. That was super cool. But listen, I said from the beginning, I knew how awkward it was going to be with the Brady stuff. When that news came down, and then obviously they ended up putting me in temporarily, for that year, assuming when he retired that he would do it this season, the 23 season. I knew last year that was going to be the swirling question. I knew that was going to be kind of the uncomfortable elephant in the room of, well, yeah, you're doing it now, but you're just kind of the bench warmer. You're just keeping the seat warm until Brady comes. And my approach was just lean into it, be the one that makes it awkward. Be the one that brings it up. Don't shy away from it, because you can either let it crush you, or you can just kind of lean into it and make it fun and say, hey, I'm going to have a blast with this thing until they literally call me and kick me out.
Yeah.
And that was how I tried to do it. I didn't try to call the game the way other guys do. I didn't try to call the game the way I thought Brady would do it. I just tried to call the game the way Kevin and I did the year before when we were on the number 2 crew. And The only difference this year is just more people watched our game.
A lot more people.
A lot more people.
We were unbiased because you did a fantastic job, and I think I even said in an unbiased way you were a piece of shit for not mentioning how bad the turf was, specifically for the Eagles.
Yeah, because they changed the turf when the Eagles were out there. The turf was worse, and then when the Chiefs went out, they roll it in and out. So. No, I didn't. I probably should have been more clear on that. I probably should have been clearer that the turf,
to the audience,
the turf was different for each team.
Yeah,
which was unfortunate. I feel like I did make up for it though on the pass interference holding call.
Yeah, you were on that.
Still don't think it was a great call.
And also, if who was it? Bradbury. If he didn't afterwards say I held him, it would have been a bigger story.
It would have been, and he made me look bad, so I'm mad at James.
Yeah.
Because when he took ownership, when he went like full professional post-game locker room, like that's on me. I did hold him call. It really kind of made my argument not as strong in real time.
But you did a great job in that moment because I think even, let's say, yes, okay, he held him. That's the letter of the law, they call it. You were basically saying what everyone in America was thinking at that moment, that this is an all-time classic Super Bowl, and to have it end in this way sucks. No doubt. It just does. It sucks.
And I think after the performance that we saw from both teams at halftime, we didn't know if Mahomes was going to be able to play anymore. He re-stings the ankle. Then they trade blows. They go back and forth. That game deserved for Philly and Jalen Hurts to get the ball with – was there a minute 30? I don't remember exactly how much time there was. There would have been after the incomplete on third down. Settle for 3, and they get the ball, and they go. But instead, we got an unbelievably historically exciting game that came down to a kneel, timeout, in essence, a walk-off field goal.
Yeah.
It felt like the air in the stadium came out, and I think something that I try to remind myself of, I'm not always going to be perfect in the booth, but you're a fan.
Right?
Like, we're all fans of professional football. We're fans of NFL football. I don't care who wins the game. I want to see what was a historically great Super Bowl have a historically great ending. And I think when the MVP runner-up has a chance to have the ball to answer a score that the MVP quarterback just had before him, I think everyone in there except a Kansas City Chiefs fan, I think the rest of the world was calling for that ending. And just because we were in the booth, we were too. It wasn't such an egregious, such a ridiculous penalty that you have no choice to throw it, right? I'm not one of those guys that says, hey, when the game's on the line, you swallow your whistle. In basketball, you stick your... No, penalties are penalties, fouls are fouls. I get it, but it just seemed so ticky-tack in the moment. And it changed the way that game was viewed from a historical context. There's no question.
It had nothing to do with the fact that you were telling us earlier you put $100,000 on the game.
No, it had nothing to do with that. We can't joke about that anymore. Guys are getting...
That was a joke.
Yeah,
that was a joke. Can we edit?
Joking.
This was an edit.
I do not
have... Hank, get this. Figure that out.
I have a question.
Figure that out.
Get that out. I have a question. Was it more... were you more nervous to play in a Super Bowl or call a Super Bowl?
I think play...
Really?
Yeah, and I think there's twofold. I think I had never been there, right? I think it was a career-long journey. I had been close when my last year in Chicago. We lost to the Packers in the NFC Championship game. So I had gotten close. I had played in some big playoff games, been in some moments. But people can prepare you all they want for what playing in the Super Bowl is like. But until you're out there, it really is a surreal moment. I remember walking off the field and you get into the locker room after the game and you're like, wait, it can't be over. Like, I want to go back and redo it. Like, we got to start over again. It's hard to explain. I think playing it was my lifelong dream. You work your world revolves around playing at the highest level. Getting to that point, and you're like, all right, I'm here. Like, let's not fuck it up. And we did fuck it up.
Yeah.
And we played the worst game of our entire season and blew it. I think now coming back in a different role, but had been at the Super Bowl before, you're not the one on the field, right? You're just reacting to what's going on. I had been at the Super Bowl. The winner and loser had no bearing on me. So I just think the role of the game was obviously a lot different. I was older. I probably was more mature for it. I don't know. I felt very comfortable once the ball got kicked off. It felt very normal standing up in the booth with Kevin, kind of calling it the way we had all year.
I mean, that's awesome. That's a testament to what you guys were able to build this year. Now, other game, and we're not going to talk all broadcasting, but the NFC Championship game, Once Brock Purdy gets hurt, are you guys just going through like a list of stories you can tell? And we're going to have to, this game, because it really didn't have any, once he was hurt and then Josh Johnson got concussed, it was like, we now have 2 more hours of this game that is in no doubt.
It's so funny. We have so we do our production meetings all week, and then the night before the game we have like our big crew-wide production meeting. And the way it works is all week we all share, whether it's texts and emails and phone calls, whatnot, and we get like our top storylines of the game, the overarching themes of the game, and then each storyline of San Francisco's offense, San Francisco's defense, in this case Philadelphia's offense, Philadelphia's defense, and you kind of set the tone. And most games go exactly according to plan. Hey, early in the game, man, it's all about the quarterbacks, whatever the storylines are. Let's dive into the quarterbacks. Let's let the game unfold. We don't need to force in a lot of things early in the game. Let's let it breathe. And as the game goes on, you kind of follow A, B, C, and D, and you kind of go through your checklist as the game goes. This game was one of those games where it's like, you better have a full bucket. You better have a full bucket of content to talk about, because every once in a while you get one game a year that just goes sideways.
Yeah.
And nothing you prepared for all week, none of the storylines, none of the players, nothing goes the way you thought it was, and you better have some shit to talk about. Well, our one game last year just happened to be the NFC Championship, and a game that we thought going in had the makings of like an all-time matchup. And then it just completely fell on its face. And we went an entire, was it half? Did Josh Johnson get concussed early in the third quarter? Late in the
and it was also I think the Eagles scored right before half, and it looked like the Niners were going to score, and then there was an interception or something, or a fumble.
So they played almost an entire half of the NFC Championship, and they were not in a place to throw a competitive downfield pass.
It's crazy.
It's unmatched, and it just happened to be on such a big scale. But I remember walking out of the game, and we were pissed, right? Like, you want to call big matchups, big moments, 42-40, come down to the last 2-minute drive and timeouts and this big ending. And we are literally running smoke screens. McCaffrey's at wildcat quarterback. They're running triple reverse passes. I mean, it's recess, right?
Yeah.
They're playing gym class football out of necessity. And I remember walking out of the stadium, and it was such a buzzkill. We're like, yeah, we get to call the Super Bowl, but fuck, like, that game sucked. There was nothing exciting about it. Well, at the same time, like, after a couple days passed, we're like, you know what? If we can call that game, we can call any game in the history of the NFL. We just called a game with 50 million people watching it, and we had a team that was incapable of throwing a forward pass. It was like we were watching Army in like 1850.
Yeah.
That was a very surreal game to broadcast, but I also think a really good one to kind of put in the bank and say, hey, you got to figure it out.
Do it all.
You got to figure it out and find ways to get around it, because the broadcast doesn't stop.
Yeah.
And there's still 50 million people that are listening to every word you say, and they're not going to give you a break just because of the circumstances of the game. You still better be able to keep them entertained, and you better know your shit.
I think that's a fair point.
Yeah.
Me and Big Cat started this podcast. It was pretty much right as March Madness was ending. And we didn't, it's this time of year in the sports calendar, nothing to talk about.
Yep.
So we basically filled our first 4 months, 5 months with doing an entire second half of the NFC Championship game. Then football season comes around. It's like content overload. Super Bowl comes around for you. You nail it. Do you actually go back and listen to your old broadcast? Do you critique yourself?
It's funny. You said I was with Burkhart. I was playing golf with him the other day, and he goes, hey, for the first time, I went back and watched the Super Bowl. I was like, really? He's like, man, I really like the sound of it. I wanted, 6 months has passed, give it 5 months, whatever. And I wanted to go back and take a listen. He's like, I really thought it was good. I was like, I'll be honest with you, man. I haven't listened to one of our broadcasts. I caught about 20 minutes of our Minnesota Vikings wild card round between the Vikings and the Giants when the Giants beat the Vikings this year. We called that. That game was awesome. I caught like 20 minutes of that on like a random Wednesday night at 10 o'clock. It came on NFL Network. Mm-hmm. So I listened to like the end of the third quarter, and I was like, all right, like, not bad. Like, that's it. Like, it. But I had never once gone back and listened to one of our broadcasts. We did a quick crew meeting one time where our crew played the first quarter of a game just to talk through some different mechanics and whatnot with the truck. But I don't go back and listen to them. I don't like the sound of my voice. I would say the biggest reason that I don't is after every game, it's no different than as a player. You replay you guys probably do it like you do an interview and you're like, shit, I should have asked him this, or I should have went this. Like, you replay every game. I don't want to get into the habit where when I watch it post, I second guess everything I did in real time. And then the next game, the next week, I have that recall in my head and I'm like, and I'm second guessing myself. Like, I want it to be natural. I want whatever comes out to come out. And when it's over, it's over.
Yeah.
I don't want to cloud the real time decision making that goes on calling a game by being like Johnny, Monday morning quarterback.
And I'm sure there's people that you have that do that for you, who give you pointers. Yeah.
Yeah. My first year, every Tuesday, our director would give us like a long email. By Tuesday morning, it was long, and I would look forward to reading it. And it was a minute-by-minute breakdown of the entire broadcast. Not just me or the booth, but the truck. Hey, camera A, you've got to be on the 7-yard line. You were on the 12-yard line. You missed your angle. Hey, truck, we've got to be better getting the replay back to the booth. Booth, you guys got to sit out longer because you came in. Whatever it was, it's a minute-by-minute, time-stamped analysis of the entire broadcast. Like, that was super helpful. Last year, my producer and director would call me in the middle of the week with, hey, in the open, don't feel like you have to go so long. Or, hey, in the lineups.
Show your brick watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Things like that. Like, keep it up longer. Keep your hands above your head. Like, stuff like that.
Maybe wear a watch on the other wrist, too.
Yeah, wear 2 watches. And,
it's called the Mincy.
Yeah, right.
But don't do the other Mincy.
Right.
Wait, did they ever tell you anything
we're gonna
about
go
that?
more of this, less of the other. Yeah. Good work, Hank.
Is there one
that's fair?
Yeah. is there one call that you'd like to have back?
One call?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've messed up. What's funny is like when you misspeak, or you get the guy's number wrong, or you get the guy's name wrong. In your brain, it's like you get that like hot sensation because you know it immediately.
I mispronounced routes as roots earlier today.
Said roots.
To Sam Darnold, I was like, fuck, he thinks I don't know ball, but I know ball.
That's tough. That's a tough one. Like Route 66.
Yeah,
Roots.
That's tough.
It's my McLean accent coming out.
Right. No, we'll let it slide, but it's fine. It's nice to know, though, that the guy doesn't know ball. Johnny
I'm
Root.
getting hot right now.
Johnny Roots. But no, like you get that like hot, like, oh my God, the whole world. And reality is like, no one even picked up on it. Yeah. They have no idea that you called him Joe and his name's John.
No, you should check Twitter because they're on your ass.
Yeah, that's fair. I try not to do that too regularly. But yeah, I mean, I've made plenty of stupid comments, plenty of mistakes. Call the guy the wrong name, have the wrong timeouts. It happened to the guy who called the ending of that great game the other night.
Carl
Ravitch.
Yeah.
So I wake up and I'm reading. I see the video that's being shared. Barstool shares it. Everybody shares it. And like, it's easy to laugh at the guy and it's easy to poke fun. And like you're calling the College World Series. What was it, like Old Dominion or something, right? It's easy to knock the guy and you're like, how do you mess that up in the moment? Like sometimes when things are going fast, I'm like, man, I put myself in that position. Be like, there were times where I'm trying to make a point, and I'm like, no, that wasn't Patrick Mahomes. That was when Jalen Hurts had the ball. That whole sequence would, and you like have the entire wrong team sequence of events that was the Chiefs, and you're talking about it like it was the Eagles.
Right.
Like it can happen to anybody, and like I believe in karma, so I'm like, I'm not resharing that. I'm pretending like I never saw it.
That's
I'm not
smart.
putting that up to the gods that they one day put me in Carl Ravitch's shoes. But I've messed up a million things and drawn the wrong picture on the diet.
The penis, the illustrator dong.
That's tough.
Yeah.
There's so many things in NFL football that look like penises.
Yeah.
I can't even. And there's a lot of like very questionable verbiage that's used in NFL football that
penetration
come inside.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of stuff that like you got to be careful.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie. There's times where I'm like, here's a safety. And you want to show like that third little zone and you're like, nope, delete, clear screen. You're like, I'm not going to be the dick guy.
This is why you got to be on the Arizona Bowl broadcast because we just did everything.
By the way, texting with you guys, live texting with you in that game was a highlight of bowl season.
And I think you told like Dave, like, hey, let Jake talk more. And Dave was like, fuck that.
Dude, I'll tell you what, that was a bowl season highlight for me. Like my wife's like, what are you doing? What game are we watching? I'm like, relax. I'm live. I'm texting in real time right now with Big Cat and Portnoy about their broadcast of the Arizona Bowl. She's like, you're ridiculous. You're so stupid.
Hey, it was a great game.
It was a great game. It was a
Great
great
game.
broadcast.
Great finish, yeah.
Great
And that was
ending.
as fun as I had in real time watching a game in a long time.
Should we talk about Miami?
Sure.
What's going on? Not back.
Basketball had a great year.
Okay, we're not talking about basketball.
Baseball made it to the ACC championship. That's not what you meant?
No, I'm a believer in Mario Cristobal.
Wait. The girls basketball team making the Elite Eight.
That's
the Cavender
true.
twins.
Yes, they
had a great
went
run.
to Indiana.
They had a great
won.
run. They beat Indiana.
Listen, I'm a believer
Is
in
that not
Mario
what you meant?
Cristobal.
I am too.
What happened?
I think that was a bigger turnaround job than what people thought. And I think Mario, just from knowing him, so my history with Mario goes back. I was a rising sophomore. I was going in my 10th grade year in high school. Mario was the offensive quality control, and I guess that's what they call it. In college, he'd be the offensive GA, but it's the same equivalent. And assistant tight ends coach is what he was in all fact. Butch Davis was the head coach. Larry Coker was the offensive coordinator. Greg Schiano was the defensive coordinator. I mean, that was like the heyday of Miami. That was top tier Dorsey and those guys. So I'm rising 10th grader. I meet Mario for the first time. That next year, when I'm a sophomore, that fall, Greg Schiano goes from defensive coordinator at Miami to the head coach at Rutgers, which is in New Jersey, brings Mario as his tight end coach. So he started recruiting me at Miami as like a GA. This was in like 2000-ish. He goes to Rutgers, recruits me for 3 years, in essence, to come to Rutgers. I obviously didn't go there. End up going to Miami my first year. Our tight end coach leaves to go join Butch with the Cleveland Browns, and Larry Coker brings Mario back to Miami as my tight end coach. So I go way back with Mario. I talked to him the other day on the phone for a long time and whatnot. I said this from the dime he got the job. If he can't turn Miami back into what we all remember Miami, it just can't be done.
Yeah.
It just can't be done.
Yeah.
That would be a sad reality to confront.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's going to be the way it all shakes out, but I think when we look back on it, if it doesn't, it's just it's never going to happen.
What was different about the U back then than where we're at right now?
You know, I think the times
Nevin Shapiro's in jail.
that hurt. No, I think no, but there is some validity to like that kind of stuff, especially in today's day and age, right? In this day and age where recruiting is NIL based, you're legally paying players, $100 million facilities. You come on your recruiting visit and you drive around in a Ferrari all week. Like everything now has gotten so blown out of what really matters, which is, okay, you're going to come play for me. You're going to get an education. I'm going to prepare you to win national championships and you're going to go to the NFL. That was always Miami's recruiting pitch. You come here, if you're worth a shit and you're willing to compete against the best guys in the world at what they do, you're going to get drafted and you're going to make a career in the NFL. That was the calling card of why you went to Miami. The practices in Miami were harder than the games were when we played Wake Forest and Clemson at the time and Georgia Tech and all these. Like, we competed against more first rounders in practice than we did in any of the games, maybe outside of Florida State. It just was, the culture was different. What kids wanted in recruiting was different. When I went to Miami, if you walked in the weight room, the locker room, the training room, where we ate lunch, dinner, you'd be like, this isn't very. But back when I came out, or even before when I was younger in high school, it didn't matter. It was not a contest to see who had the nicest barbershop and who had the best water slide and who had but that's what these kids, social media, and I don't want to sound like an old man, but like this whole craze of attention, social media, going viral, everything that really doesn't matter as far as becoming a great college / NFL football player is the priority now. You go on recruiting visits nowadays. I talk to kids all over the country when they go to these schools, or high school kids back home that are being recruited. The conversations going on at the dinner tables when I was getting recruited, all right, you're going to meet with our guidance counselors. We're going to get you a degree. What are your interests? We're going to get you drafted. We're going to develop you as a player. They don't even talk about that anymore.
Yeah.
It's what's my NIL package? How many years do I have to play? Can I start as a freshman? If I don't start as a freshman, I'm going in the portal. Yeah. I'm gone. There's no room for development. There's no room for, by the time you're in your second, third year, you're going to be a great player. And that was always what Miami's shtick was. It just doesn't play in this. So now they're trying to catch up, but they're playing 10 years behind a lot of the other big players, right? We don't have the endowment. We don't have the budget. We don't have the alumni. We have 10,000 kids in the school. Mm-hmm. Georgia produces more of that in every graduating class.
Yeah.
And some. It's just different. And Miami's now having to play by these new rules that they've never had to play by. And Mario's trying, but in a lot of ways they're playing catch up.
how obnoxious you're going to be if Miami does, in fact, come back.
Beyond.
Okay.
The year that Miami, the flash in the pan that Miami had.
The Notre Dame game.
Yeah,
Barrios.
I showed up the next day to the facility in a Catholics vs. Convicts t-shirt. I wore my helmet in. I was the most obnoxious. And it lasted for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That was like our moment of the last decade, was that 2 week span. We were, I don't know, whatever we peaked at in the country, top 10 or 5, whatever it was. And we bludgeoned Notre Dame on national TV. And man, I was buying Catholics versus Convicts t-shirts. I was putting them in guys' lockers. I mean, I was obnoxious. Then I think in the bowl game we lost to like Wichita State or something. I don't know, whatever.
I think you actually lost to Wisconsin.
Yeah,
because we actually ended the turnover chain. Because Paul Christ, maybe the
details of the story
the least
are irrelevant.
swaggy coach of all time was like, turnover chain my ass, and that was it.
I don't want to get into the semantics of the story, but I don't want to get into the details and get bogged down. But the moral of the story is Mario's last 2 recruiting classes have been big. He still might be one big-time class away from it really being the Miami we know, but I think they're going to be significantly more competitive than they were last year, at least we hope.
I root for Miami just because my friend Danny Boy Kane. I just want him to be happy.
He needs happiness.
Yeah.
I root for Miami because obviously that's my heart. I went there. My wife went there. I love nothing more watching their girls basketball, watching their men's team make the Elite Eight, both made the Elite Eight, maybe one made the Final Four, whatever it was. The baseball, we love supporting Miami sports. We donate, we give, but the football team needs to be good. Let's be honest. The rest of the sports, and I root for them because I root for them, but I root for them more now because of how much I love Mario and respect what he's done. And I'll do anything he asks and support him in any capacity a lot more than maybe I did for a lot of the other coaches. A, because I just like him and go way back, but B, because I believe that, like I said, if he can't do it, it can't be done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Could the 2001, 2002 Miami team have played in the NFL?
Yes.
As a team?
100%. I mean, they're not going to win the Super Bowl, but they'd be more competitive than some of the bottom teams that we see year in and year out at the bottom of the league. There's no question. That's the greatest. I know the what was it, the 18-19 LSU team? What year was that with Burrow?
Yeah,
2019.
Yeah, 19? It was right before COVID, yeah.
So I know that team was historic. There is no comparison in my mind. The 2000-2001 Miami team that beat Nebraska, and then the next year a bunch of those guys came back and lost to Ohio State. But that Nebraska team, that's the best college football team of all time.
Yeah, I actually agree with you. They're probably the most fun team to just go back and say names from that team.
Yeah.
Do you want to say some names?
I mean, this is the best way to run it down. Sean Taylor and Antrell Roll and Kellen Winslow were running down on kickoff.
Yeah,
because they couldn't, because they weren't good enough. Willis McGahee was moved to backup fullback because he was third string tailback behind Frank Gore and Clinton Portis.
Yeah.
It's insane. Andre Johnson?
Andre Johnson, Jeremy Shockey, Bryant McKinney, Dorsey.
Vilma, right?
DJ Williams, Vince Wilfork. I mean, you could go on.
Crazy.
It's ridiculous.
I just nutted.
So, I mean, years after that, so that was my junior year in high school. My senior year in high school, the Miami lost to Ohio State. And then I went in that so that game was in January. I enrolled to say like July, August, whatever it was. I wasn't playing. I wasn't good enough as a freshman. I was also ineligible because I transferred from Notre Dame in a day where you couldn't just freely transfer. So I was ineligible my freshman year. I could only practice. When I broke the huddle my first year, so now this is 2003, we started out high, but we did not end the year. We had 6 first-round draft picks that year. That set the record, most ever in the first round. We had 6. When I broke the huddle as a scout team tight end that year, we had Kelly Jennings, first-round pick, Antrell Roll, first-round pick, Sean Taylor, first-round pick, DJ Williams, first-round pick, Jonathan Vilma, first-round pick, Vince Wilfork, first-round pick, Roger McIntosh, second-round pick, just on defense.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Just on defense.
Crazy.
It was wild.
That's nuts. Santana Moss, was he around
Santana was on the previous year we were talking about. So Sonoris, his younger brother, played with me. Reggie Wayne.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They were all on that Nebraska.
Crazy.
It's insane that Reggie Wayne is the one that just pops through. Oh, yeah. Also,
it's just, there's so many. Or you know what? Reggie might have been the year before. That might have been – Reggie actually might not have been on the year that beat Nebraska. That might have been Reggie and Santana might have been the year before that. That was like Shockey and Andre Johnson and those guys. I think Reggie and Santana were the year before.
So who was the alpha dog on that team?
Oh, man, that's a good question. They say the guy that made it all work was Dorsey. Dorsey is a wildly competitive guy. I mean, you saw the video of him trashing the thing.
Yeah.
So Dorsey was our quarterback coach for years in Carolina with me. So I've known Dorsey for a long time. I bust Dorsey's balls because when I went on my recruiting visit, Eric Winston was my host. We started as a tight end, but they took me to Dorsey's house, and they were getting ready to play the national championship. He was super serious. He never came out of his room. Stayed in there by himself. Him and Brett Romberg were the roommates, the center. And years later, I'd be like, Dorsey, you know why I went to Notre Dame? Because you didn't even have the fucking balls to come out of your room and say what's up to me on my recruiting visit. And he's like, that's not true. I said, oh yeah, your big ass house with the fish tank? He's like, you were at my house? I'm like, yeah, how else would I know you had that big ass fish tank in your room? He's like, I'm sorry, man, I didn't even know you were there. But anyway, Dorsey kept that group running. From everything I had heard, I wasn't there with him, but from everything, the stories that I'd heard is it took that kind of personality to keep Shockey and Andre and all these big first round top guys, keep them in order. And he did not hesitate and be like, shut up. Don't tell me again you want the fucking ball. You won't see it again the rest of the time. Do your job. I'll get you the ball when you're open. And he would nip it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, those teams are all time. Mm-hmm. Serious question. How's your son doing? Because I know, when we've had you on in the past, we've talked about, being an organ donor and getting a little more serious. It's obviously, it feels like it's gone well and it's been a great story. And it's also something that we just need to remind everyone every few years, be an organ donor because it saves lives.
No doubt. I mean, he just celebrated on June 4th, he celebrated his 2-year anniversary from his heart transplant.
Incredible.
He's here. My kids came with my wife for the first time. They'd never been here to TEU, so they're going to come and work out and run around a little bit. But yeah, he's doing great. He just finished 4th grade. Like I said, he's 2 years past his heart transplant. And to think back to that summer 2 years ago and how far he's come now, he's 10, is pretty wild. I mean, he went through hell. I mean, when we tell people the story of the way in which they go about organ procurement and heart transplant specifically, it's a pretty wild ride. And we're just thankful that we had the care that we had, that years ago there was advancements that led to us, and now we're trying as a foundation to fund research and fund programs and care that won't be done in time to help him, but we're hoping that in 20 years, like someone did 20 years ago for us, in 20 years from now, they're going to be able to grow those organs. They're going to be able to create you a new heart or new components to your heart out of your own skin tissue. I mean, that stuff's going on right now across the world, and as scary as it is, until you have a kid in that situation, you're like, damn right, I'll let you grow a new heart if it means my kid gets to live. What wouldn't you do? So it's there's some really interesting stuff coming down the pipeline, but that was a wild journey. I mean, it's hard to believe how far he's come.
And it's important to remind people, because we had a guy come in. It was probably a few months ago who just had a heart transplant, and one of his in the Make-A-Wish program was to come to Barstool and hang out. It was an awesome story, and I'm so stupid I never realized that he was like, yeah, it's incredible, but in 10 years I'm going to need a new heart. And I didn't even think about that. So that's the importance of organ donors. It's not oh, you get a new heart and then you're good for the rest of your life. You need to get people who have this issue need to get new hearts over and over.
And that's what the challenge is. So the condition he was born with, in some hospitals throughout the country, the immediate treatment is just, at the time you're born, they put you on a heart transplant list. They don't try to do any of the other surgeries. He went through 3 open heart surgeries to live with a deformed heart that was inefficient, but it was healthy enough that he could live. The reason they do that is because, fortunately, in America, babies don't die often. And when they do, it's tragic, but fortunately, it doesn't happen a lot. So when you're a newborn infant, you're in the hospital for a year, 2 years waiting for a heart because there's just not a lot of candidates. So the idea is get you older, get you bigger, increase your pool of potential candidates. There's always tragedy on the other end of organ donors, and I think that was something that we as a family, we still talk about with him. We talked about it leading up to it. When we got the call that there was an organ, that there was a heart that was a match for him, our immediate excitement, right? In the moment, there's that high of oh my God, the moment's here, let's do it. And then you take a step back and you're like, there's another family around the country that is in mourning right now. Because in order to be an organ donor, like you have to have brain death. Like it's a very sudden accident-based death. And that's scary, right? That's hard to comprehend. But to your point, yeah, I mean, this is by no means a quick fix. He had his heart transplant at 8. The basic math now is they last for like 17 to 20 years.
Right.
So he's 25 to 30, give or take in there. And hopefully every year that number, 10 years ago, hearts lasted 12 years. So the length of how they're able to get these hearts to last is increasing, but on average, it's give or take, a little less than 20 years. And when you're 8, that puts you at, your late 20s. Maybe you get to 30. You're fresh out of college for a couple of years. You're trying to get your life started, and bang, you got to go get another heart transplant and start this all over again. So it's by no means the end of the road, but the life he's living now is disproportionately better than the life he lived before, and that's what we try to focus on.
That's awesome.
That's got to make you so happy as a dad.
Shout out doctors and science.
Shout out doctors.
They're getting a bad rap these days.
It's been a tough road for some scientists and doctors.
They're getting sewered in the Twitter streets.
Fortunately, my experience is cardiothoracic heart surgeons don't live a lot in like Twitterverse vaccine debate. So it's been fortunate they've kind of gotten to stay below the fray.
I've been trying to debate a heart surgeon on this show, and nobody will come on the show to
What do you want to debate them?
Just about heart medicine.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Well, I know way more about heart medicine than they do, and they refuse to confront me face to face.
Fair enough. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I feel like they should come on to debate you.
I've got a lot to teach them about heart science.
Fair. Yeah. I had a moment, not to get into the weeds. I'm sure people would be pissed with me saying this, but I was in a moment. We were on the road, and I was sitting in a hot tub, and there was a few people debating science, and they were like, we don't think a certain disease maybe isn't real and the vaccine isn't real. And then they also mentioned that he had gotten open heart surgery like 3 years ago. And I was just sitting there being like, that's pretty big science, dude. Like open heart surgery. It's pretty big science. That's science.
Yeah, if people knew the series of events that went into pulling off transplants,
it's insane.
People would be like, there's no fucking way.
I just get mine from Joe Rogan. I trust him.
Which is great. I mean, he has multiple.
Dude, baby heart surgeons, like those are the most badass people in the world.
When my son had his first heart transplant, he was 2 days old. He weighed 7.5 pounds, call it. Whatever, 7.5 pounds, whatever he was. A baby's heart is the size of the baby's thumbnail. Not your thumbnail. The baby's thumbnail is the size of an infant's heart on birth.
It's crazy.
Think about that.
It's crazy.
It's wild what they're able to do.
Shout out doctors.
But that's awesome. That's
super
awesome.
Well, I appreciate you asking. He's doing great. He's here.
Yeah.
I was hoping he was going to barge in the door at any minute. He's running around somewhere with his brother.
How can the listeners get involved? Is there a foundation that they should look at?
Yeah.
I'm an organ donor. I have it in my Twitter bio. It's the biggest flex in the world.
I'm an organ. That's a huge flex.
Yeah.
Congrats to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've run a program what we call the Hardest Yard. We just celebrated our 10th anniversary. It started as an in-home private nursing thing. So back in Charlotte, we've now expanded to not only North Carolina, but also in South Carolina. So we're a regional center now. We have a 25,000 square foot comprehensive heart clinic that we funded. It's in Charlotte. So we do inpatient work, we do outpatient work. We finance clinical trial, clinical support, clinical studies. So it's really a multiple approach to all of this, right? There's the acute care, right? How do you provide the best level of care after diagnosis, from recovery following surgery to the best equipment, to the best doctors, to the best follow-up care. But then there's also the other side of the coin, which is, okay, how do we prevent kids from having this, and what is the perfect fix, right? It's not just, let's not keep putting Band-Aids on these kids and just kicking the can down the road. That's what we've done for the last 30 years to at least get these kids. 30 years ago, my kid wouldn't have made it past a week. Just there was no chance of survival. So we've kicked that can now 30 years down the road, but there's still no fix. The transplant, to Big Cat's point, is still not a fix. It's a temporarily successful, process. So that's where a lot of the money and the research is going right now. So there's a lot of ways, that's what we do at our foundation, the Hardest Yard. That's what we do back in our region. But there's similar work going on throughout the entire country, both in the organ procurement component and also just in the cardiac space, specifically with pediatrics.
You're a really good dude, man. You're really
you guys.
besides
He's probably the best dude we have.
Besides like betting on the Super Bowl. Besides that,
besides
you're
that, Hank's
great
going to cut
human
that
being.
out.
Hank, cut that.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate that. You guys have always been. I feel like I have a special place in my heart with you guys. I mean, we go way back before
Way back.
PMT was even a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm watching these guys play kickball, hungover. Portnoy dressed up in Blackhawks. Yeah, he was in because they
Blackhawks
lost.
Yeah. Or the
Blackhawks
Bruins
beat
lost
Bruins,
the
right?
Blackhawks, yeah.
And like we have some really cool moments and some funny moments. I remember I was in Chicago when Big Cat got hired.
Yeah.
And I remember me and Cutler would always say to Portnoy, like, you got Barstool Philly and you got Barstool. It was Boston, Philly, and New York.
Yeah.
And I was like, how do you not have anything in Chicago? Like,
Yeah.
this is where all young kids come and whatever. And the next thing you know, I'm watching Big Cat in like a suit at the side of like a basketball
WNBA game.
Yeah, whatever it was.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
it's a
I
long
remember
relationship.
That.
It's
What
the
year
coolest,
would you? Was that 11?
It was 2012.
12. Okay.
It's the coolest part of our job is like
Yeah.
meeting people, meeting athletes, or like anyone, and like getting real relationships
Yeah.
and being like having you on is like
It's
way
fun.
better than interviewing some random actor or something. It's the best.
No,
it's the truth. Like we love having friends.
I mean,
on.
I do. I'm not gonna lie. I get a little jealous, like when I see Blake Bortles on a lot, and you have Blake of the Year and Blake Griffin, and I mean, I do get.
Well, you're not a Blake.
I'm
You're
not a Blake. I'm not a Blake.
You're
I do
Greg.
get a little
It's
jealous.
different.
Like when I feel like you guys are cheating on like some of us original schooly
Yeah, that's
guys.
fair. That's fair.
But I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna make it about.
You're
me.
not going to even talk about
But
it.
I'm not gonna bring it up. But I just want you to know that I know.
If you change your name to Blake, we would have you on Blake of the Year.
That's fair.
I just imagine Greg just watching Blake of the Year, just like
can't I be a part
the
of this?
Batman meme, just sitting in bed, like, oh, God damn it.
Like, am I going to win? No, asshole. Your name's not Blake.
All right, I have one last question. It is the Roback question. RHOBACK.com, promo code TAKE, 20% off your first purchase. Roback.com, promo code TAKE. Joggers, shorts, Q-zips, polos, everything. Roback.com, promo code TAKE. Not a question, actually. It's a shout out. I'm going to give a shout out. So I have a guy who helps me with.
That was a great promo read, by the way.
Thank you.
That was live for anyone listening. That was not cut and spliced. That was
was
live
not a Meghan
read.
Markle.
He's standing. It's not a Meghan Markle.
not a
where
Meghan Markle.
Hank interviews and then they splice your voice in.
which the majority of this interview has been.
Correct.
Yep.
You're actually in Utah right
yes,
now.
yes.
But continue. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. But that was
So
a great read.
It's a shout out. So I have a guy, shout out VP of Big Cat Corp. He helps me sometimes with interview prep. So he'll go to the dark recesses. What?
Nothing. Keep going. I'll have a follow up. But go ahead.
He goes to the dark recesses of the internet, the corners I don't want to go. Kind of like how you don't go on Twitter after a game.
Yeah.
So like, for example, Reddit. I think there's a Reddit that probably just bashes, pardon my take, diehard fans, but every Reddit turns into people being like, fuck these guys, they're not the same. So I don't go there for mental health.
Of course.
But he sent me this. When you were on 2 years ago, it was like Greg Olsen, tremendous interview. And then the guy named George Elliott's cock said, Greg is going to be great in the booth. So shout out George Elliott's cock. He called it.
Wow.
Yeah, he called it.
That's like the Brian Windhurst thing when he keeps calling all the NBA trades in advance, and he went viral today on Twitter, and like people have those memes of him. Like,
Yeah. George
apparently
Elliott's cock.
Elliott's
This is
cock
George
similar.
Elliott's
Called
cock
it,
right
yeah.
now.
He's like, Greg Olsen, before you even
That's
were,
pretty impressive.
Why
in
would
the
he be
booth.
so good on
Yeah.
Part of My
That's
Take?
pretty
Man,
good.
he is so good on Pardon My Take, and Fox maybe is looking at him.
That's wow.
Shout out George Elliott's
Shout
cock.
out to George Elliott's cock. Can we just rewind a couple
Yeah.
seconds? Big Cap Corp. Can you dive into that?
VP of Big Cat
yeah,
Corp.
What is this?
He's a great dude. So when
I want to hear more about Big Cat Corp.
Yeah, there is no Big
Is
Cat
it like
Corp.
A-Rod Corp?
Exactly.
Got
so
it.
He
Which
made
I know
it
you
up.
guys are close.
So I incepted my way into becoming part of that. He incepted his way into becoming part of my life, and he's actually incredible. He helps me with prep. He goes into these dark corners that I don't want to go in.
Fair.
Brings back all the information, and he's like, George Elliott's cock called this.
I would love to know how he ended up on that Reddit page.
Right.
to
I
find
don't
George Elliott's
want to
cock.
go look for George Elliott's cock.
You don't want to know the
Right.
dark wormhole he went down
Right.
that night, but the product of that research is helpful.
Yes, like bring me George
Yeah.
Elliott's cock. I don't want
All
to go
day.
find it.
George
Right.
Elliott's cock, you bring it to me, I'll take it,
And I'll
but I don't
say
want to go
it.
find it. I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
It's a very valuable resource.
Who's George Elliott?
I don't know.
I don't know, but apparently his cock is fucking on it.
I have no idea.
No idea.
But yeah, he needs
But
a shout
apparently
out.
he's on it.
He called it. He was
And
your
you're-
biggest fan.
and
Wait,
you're-
Maybe he's George Elliott's cock.
Wait a second.
I don't think I would have predicted I
Is
was
he
good.
astroturfing himself?
George Elliott's cock.
I'm like Kevin. Doesn't like Kevin Durant like have like a rumored
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Twitter?
Yeah. Doesn't Kevin Durant have a burner?
Yeah.
Let me look up who George Elliott is.
interesting.
real
Oh
quick.
yeah. Who would do that?
Is there a George Elliott? Who is he?
Oh, he was the tight ends coach at the University of Miami in 2002. Weird.
So good.
Actually was true.
George Elliott was a novelist, and that was her pin
So he
name.
obviously has a
It was a
gift.
female, and she went by George Elliott.
Oh,
yeah.
So then the cock makes sense.
That makes sense.
It was her third leg.
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, the person who came up with that name is a pretty deep thinker because
Yes.
if it was a female who had a pen name that was male,
Yeah.
this
Then George
random
Elliott's cock,
person
yeah.
is the cock that was the connection between the male. Wow.
And they called you being a great
and
broadcaster.
has a great broadcast eye, which is obviously the key to the entire picture.
I want him to look up some more of George Elliott's cock's tape.
We'll get
We're
it.
going to
I'll
do
get
that
to the
tonight at
bottom
dinner.
of
Are
it.
you guys
Yeah.
coming tonight to dinner?
We're going to stop by.
That means
We got to
no.
do the show.
That means
we have to
no.
do the show. Yeah, no, it
Who
tells
else
me
are you
no.
guys interviewing?
Travis Kelce's coming on?
Yeah.
I'm familiar with him.
Dallas
Yeah.
Goddard.
Do you think
Pat
Travis Kelce runs soft?
Do I think he what?
Runs soft? Would you ever say that to his face?
No, I wouldn't.
All right, Billy's going to have to say it to his face.
Why? What happened?
Because he said
That's
behind
what
his
he
back.
thinks.
Are you who blew your pec out benching? Who was that?
Billy.
I saved Billy's life on the bench press.
I did strain it.
Yeah, okay. How are you? How did that end up?
Not as bad as it looked.
Billy's
Never
going
popped my
to
pec
be.
That was last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Billy's going to be in
He
drills
almost-
tomorrow.
He almost died.
I know you're coming to drills tomorrow, but I remember watching you get under that straight bar, and I thought you ruptured your pec.
Oh, yeah. When we were,
When we were promoting TEU.
No warm up, hopped under there.
What was it,
and,
225?
Yeah.
It was 185.
185.
Yeah.
185.
If you blew your pec out 185, that's bad.
I know. That would
I mean,
really bad.
you do 6 push-ups a day. You're ready for 185.
Yeah.
You're a
Yeah.
big
Come on.
guy.
Come
Yeah.
on, bro.
Yeah.
So
But
do you want to
did not blow your pec, or you did?
No, I did not. I think I
good.
strained it. I just rested it.
Do you want to tell Blake your take on Travis Kelce?
No, so
I'm Greg, but that's fine.
yeah.
sorry.
think-
Yeah.
Well,
I
no,
think you
we're
got
trying
confused.
I got it. It's fine.
You're in the running.
So
You're in the running.
You end up talking a lot of shit on podcasts and never really have to like back it up or like see the person
But
face
why
to
would you
face.
be talking about shit about Kelce? What is there to talk shit about?
Because I don't think he runs that. Like he does get crazy yak, but I don't think he doesn't run anyone over. He like.
is the
he got-
idea-
He got
okay,
power bombed.
go ahead, keep going.
He got power bombed. Did you ever get power bombed in a game?
Let's back up for a second.
Yeah.
What we have to make sure we're clear on is that the goal of the game is not to see who can be the most like macho. I'm going to sacrifice yards to just like prove a point to Twitter that I'm like the toughest guy in the building. The idea of the game is to get a lot of yards.
Yeah.
So if the critique of Kelce is that he gets so many yards, but I'd rather him get less yards and run more people over, that seems to be a bit bizarre. I think what he does is obviously pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's necessarily a fair criticism.
100%.
So you wouldn't call him soft.
I wouldn't.
I just think if he wants
Well,
to
you know what?
solidify his legacy,
He's going to come,
He's
so
gonna
you can
come. So,
ask
yeah,
him,
we're
which
gonna
is
talk.
great.
Well, we're gonna ask
no,
all
this is
this,
going to be
yeah.
Solidify
really
his
bad.
legacy in what regard?
I
Like you
don't
think
know.
that people are going to hold like you think when the Hall of Fame voters
His
are
legacy,
like
yeah.
Travis Kelce's up for debate. Anyone have any knocks? He holds every NFL
Billy
record.
stands up.
Be like, no, he didn't run enough people over in 2017.
I just-
you got power bombed that one time?
I just would
powerbombed
like to
him?
see him do it.
Who powerbombed him?
It's Derwin James, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm not taking Billy's side in this. It's funny that Billy's like, when all is said and done about his legacy, like you're going to be the one to define Travis Kelce's legacy.
No. It's just it comes up in the him versus Gronk debate. Like Gronk,
You know, the debate
They're
that we all
very
have.
the debate that we haven't had
That's
yet.
just taking over the nation.
this is more a debate that
You know,
I've had.
every water cooler in America is like,
Yeah.
hey, Gronk or
Something
Kelce.
about
So who you got?
Oh, in the Gronk versus
Yeah.
Kelce? I've said on record, if Kelce has another even year or two, like the last 7, in my mind, he goes down as the best ever.
Okay.
I think he's this close. And I never in a million years would have thought anyone would ever catch Gonzalez. Tony's longevity and production and consistency over 18 years, 17, whatever he played, I never thought anyone would ever match. For Kelce to go 7 years in a row at 1,000 yards, plus the production and what he does in the playoffs, which doesn't count towards any of that, but he sets a record every single year in the postseason, but that doesn't go towards his stats.
Right.
I don't know how anybody I never thought we'd see the day where anyone would challenge Tony for that top spot. And I think Kelsey's a year or two away from doing it.
Okay. All right.
I think I agree with
And that's
him.
not a knock on Gronk. I think Gronk's in that conversation.
But longevity matters.
But I think for Kelsey to do it this long is pretty impressive.
All right. Craig, thank you as always. You're the best, man.
You guys are awesome.
Okay, Mount Rushmore time. Today we are doing the Mount Rushmore of everyday villains. So these are real people you come across in your everyday life. Doesn't have to be every day, but it's someone that you have come across that is just out there being a villain, that pisses you off, that makes you mad, that you're like, fuck this guy. So not fictional villains, which we did a few years ago.
A group of guys that gets together and do a bunch of cheesy trick shots on videos all the time.
Or a group of guys who gets together and like gets way too drunk and then goes to a darts competition. Those actually aren't the villain. It's the guy who decided not to go.
That bails.
And goes to the beach.
Yep.
That's an everyday villain.
Does it have to be a person?
No.
Doesn't have to be human.
Oh, I'm so excited about your picks.
Well, let's just wait. Let's just see what you got.
The majority of our list is not human.
Okay. All right, let's go.
How?
No, I'm excited about this.
All right. I'm excited too. You guys good?
Yeah.
We'll work. We're gonna help you guys through this. And I think the rule that we made when we did the Mount Rushmore of manly things, I think that as a crew, we're willing to give you 2 shots at your 4th pick.
Yeah, I am.
So you guys can throw 2 options out.
We'll pick the best one.
We'll pick the best one for you. Okay? That kind of gives you the chance to go rogue. You know, whatever you want to do.
The Dominion voting system.
Yeah. I don't know how it's not people, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay. All right.
Jake, our first pick. Let's go.
All right. Here's our first pick. Our first pick is the person who listens to music or their Instagram stories on super loud in public. Mm-hmm. Everyday villain.
Use headphones.
The worst.
Yep. Use headphones. You're right,
The
Jake.
worst. It could be anywhere. It could be the subway. It could be, walking down the street. It could be in your office. Just fucking. I actually think, weirdly, Instagram stories might be worse than music because music, at least you can be like, all right, well, I know this song. When it's the like different sounds every 10 seconds, scrolling drives me insane.
I hate those people way more than I hate people on a sidewalk that have a boombox and they're just walking with their portable speaker system. Yeah. That's a vibe. If you're on public transportation and it's just coming out of your phone.
Yes.
It's not even high quality sound. It's bad.
Yes.
What's the official wording?
People who listen to music / Instagram stories
on speakerphone in public.
Say it, Billy.
Well, go ahead.
Big Head, you're very guilty of that.
When did I do that? When? I mean, I'm sure I have, but when do I do that?
In the studio.
Yeah, probably. You're right. In studio's not really
That's
public.
not really public.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't do it in public. But yeah,
I
you're
thought you
right.
were about to say me. You were giving me
No.
like I do it.
In studio's not
I'm just
really.
thinking,
I mean, when
was
we're
anybody
sitting
else-
around and we're all scrolling on our phone, I would. Yeah, of course I'm guilty of that. But Billy's looking around for everyone to be like, yes, but I don't. That's not really.
I'm going to
public.
walk this back.
Well, no, it's fine.
back.
Listen. Hand up. I do it, not in public, but I will do it in the privacy of my home or when we're sitting in the studio getting ready. And I'm, I will also play videos on my computer when we're prepping for the show. That's guilty.
I'm not really bothered by it in that situation.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Drives me nuts. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm
your
very
guys'
excited about your guys.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you go first, Jake?
Are you going human or non-human?
Human.
Okay.
Human. Okay.
Human. No one specifically, but your boss.
Your boss.
All
Okay,
right.
that's actually a good pick. So you're coming at me. Okay,
No,
got it.
no,
For you,
no,
it's
just-
really only Jake's boss. Jake and Billy's. I had to do
No, just in general. You're like,
I'm not actually Jake and Billy's boss.
I think you are Jake's boss. I think I'm Billy's boss.
Well, no, I filled out. I had to do a performance review for Billy and Jake last year, and I submitted. I think I submitted Jake's, and very nice, great kid, whatever.
Sucks at Mount Rushmore.
Sucks at Mount Rushmore, and then it said I submitted it. It was like this submission has gone to all parties, and it was it listed Jake, Erica, this. So then when it was Billy's, I just trashed him, and I was like, "It's going right to Billy. This is great." But then
actually never saw it.
I followed up with Eric. I was like, "That was a joke one. I hope Billy gets upset." And I backed you up.
I don't actually remember seeing that.
Okay, so it didn't work. So they duped me. Okay, your boss.
Just like in general.
Right.
Like cubicle, like
So
damn boss.
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 Yeah, boss man.
Okay.
We are going to go with the people that are disrespectful to people in the service industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, good pick.
So
We had
if
it.
you're in public, you're chirping the person at the register. You're in a restaurant or wherever you
The
are. It's like
worst.
that's not you're taking out your problems on people that don't deserve it.
Everyday villain.
Sending back food like multiple times.
Yep. And then we will go with the person that walks too slow in front of you.
That's another good pick.
Great pick. Good picks, guys. Happens a lot in New York with tourists.
What about for late night on the road with a woman?
With the women?
What?
What
With the multiple.
What do you do?
Oh, when you run past them and whisper on your right?
No, you let them know that like you're not stalking them, or you go to the other side of the
Was
street.
that a Mount Rushmore pick?
It might have been.
No,
Yeah.
I think we just got to a discussion about like avoiding women late at
Which
night.
just makes it so much more awkward.
Yeah.
Every guy's been there where you're like, hey, just so you know, I'm not following you.
Yeah.
I just crossed the street.
Yeah, you can cross the street.
Or if sometimes you cross the street and have you ever crossed the street, then someone's on that side, they think you're crossing for them. It's like, nope, and then cross the
I
other way.
just slightly get up on their left and I hand them a can of mace. And I'm like, you're going to want this. And I keep walking.
Just run down the center of the road.
Yeah.
You know what a good move is on an elevator? If it's like late at night in your apartment building or a hotel, you as a guy, you want to let the woman out of the hotel or out of the elevator first.
The hotel.
You know what I'm
Out
saying?
of the cage? Yeah.
You want to let them. You want to let them out of the elevator first as a gentleman. But it's actually way better if you don't know the person. You get out first.
Yeah.
That way they don't think that you're following them.
Yeah. Yeah. Facts. Okay. Good picks.
Thank you.
Jake, Billy, we going human or non-human?
Non-human. Gotta go
Gotta
non-human.
go
I
non-human.
just thought of two on the fly. I'm gonna see if Billy approves of any of them.
Go
gotta
rogue,
go-
bro. Go rogue. I'm
No, we
down.
got to
Yeah.
go non-human.
I'm down. Go
Do you
rogue.
like either of those?
Yeah.
I want these
Actually,
Both,
non-humans.
maybe not both of them.
Which one?
The first one.
People who get up in the aisle right when the plane lands.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Big
Yep.
time villain move.
Big villain.
There you go, Jake.
I just, yeah.
You're getting the
I
hang
just
of
didn't
this.
even think of the
Don't
topic
overthink of it,
correctly.
yeah.
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 You're getting the
I'll
hang of
read
this.
our honorable mentions, the non-human ones.
If they don't get picked.
If they don't get picked.
All right, PFT.
All right, for ours.
I think 6 is a no-brainer.
Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah, we have two.
Yeah.
yeah,
And then
6
whatever
is-
you want for the next one.
Yep. All right.
Why don't you surprise me? I'll go 6 and you surprise me. Trust.
This
Big
is our
trust.
this is our second pick overall.
Yeah, I'll go second pick and then you go with
Okay.
whatever. Surprise me. Big trust.
Okay.
All right. Our next pick is going to be aggressive bicyclists. So,
Stay in your lane.
they think that their cars going through red lights, especially in New York City, when you like step on the curb and they're just fucking aggressive bicyclists are everyday villains.
It's
they-
bullshit
war.
that they use the we're cars rule, then
Yeah.
also we can go through red lights. Like
Correct.
it's
Yeah.
absolute bullshit.
They are, yeah.
They cut you off. They yell at you.
Yeah. The everyday villains all the time.
Same vein, those like electric scooter people
Yeah.
who ride on the sidewalks.
Yes.
I almost got nailed twice by those guys, and I just go
It's
ballistic.
just, yeah,
on
you
them
just
every
sit there
time.
like, God damn it.
No, I yell at them and they freaking zoom away because they know they can get
don't
away.
want that.
And
Yeah.
on the other side of that is the electric motorcycle bicycle thing.
Yeah.
That rides in the bike lane and then cuts the bicyclists off.
Yeah.
They're like
Yeah.
the car. They're the car version of that.
Yeah. Or even the new age bikes that ride in the car lane.
Yeah.
And they go slow. And they're like, I'm a car. Like
Yeah.
whatever one step below a moped is. Those are the worst. Okay.
All right.
Big trust.
Big trust. For our next one, we're going to go with doorstop package thieves.
Yes.
People that they follow the Amazon truck around, then they come up on your doorstep and they steal your package. That's as a new homeowner myself, they're the bane of my existence.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
There are ultimate villains that never get caught.
Yep, and they
Never.
know they probably hate themselves for doing it too.
Yeah.
You can't delude yourself into thinking that that's cool what they're doing, and they still do it.
Yeah. The best is, I mean, if they ever stole from me, it's just they're probably stealing diapers. So fuck you.
Yeah. Well, what they do is they slice into it, and then they get around the corner. They're like, "Oh, these are a bunch of novelty, ironic signs that somebody was going to hang up at their house," and they don't want it, so they throw it into the bushes.
Oh, I don't want Jenkos.
Yeah.
Get this out of here.
Yeah, no, I have the last laugh on the doorstop packages. I never order anything that they would want.
All right, you guys have a pick.
We're gonna go with a. So this is a little controversial. A cop on a power trip.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Put the turtles down. Pull over. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You know.
I back the boys in blue.
Yeah, I
Just wanna
respect.
say
I
that
respect
right now.
our.
Yeah.
I
But
just
there
want
are
that
They
out
put their
on the
lives on the
record.
line every day for
Yep.
us.
I
Yeah,
back the
but
boys in blue.
back the blue. But
Yeah, so they're not villains to me. But yeah.
Ever.
no, but
That's fine.
sometimes
Back to blue, except when it happens to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Except
like,
when you're trying to rob turtles and sell them on the black market.
Yeah.
Like when a cop's like, hey, son, what are you doing with all this cocaine?
Right.
And you're like, officer, why are you on this power trip?
Yeah,
like, that's not
bro,
chill.
why are you trying to fuck me up right now? This is bullshit. All right. You have your last two picks.
We do have our last two picks. We are going to go with the person that drives up your ass. So kind of like the
Yeah.
reverse of the person that walks too slow.
Fucking amen.
Tailgating.
Tailgating, yeah. Tailgate driver. You're not in that much of a hurry.
I never understood
And
road
it's not
rage.
that serious.
Some people get road rage so bad that they just want to fight you because they don't like what your car looks like.
I never understood road rage, but god damn it, do I love watching road rage videos.
oh yeah,
It is the best.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
saw. Did you guys see the chick the other day?
Yeah.
Who like power bombed the front windshield?
Yeah, she
That
stomped
was
through
awesome.
it. Yep.
she's like a power lifter too.
Yeah. She just stomped on it.
She's like she's on Anadrol.
Yeah. Or like anytime there's a road rage and like one guy's clearly in the wrong and he tries to fight and he just gets knocked out and you're like, yes.
Or like one guy
Justice.
runs out with a bat and then the other guy pops out with a gun and then
Yeah.
the other guy just tucks his tail and like runs back to his car.
I was in an Uber the other day and we were just stopped at a light for like 10, 15 minutes and me and the person I was with were like, oh, is there another route you can take? He's like, no. And then he started to get mad that it was taking so long and he just completely took matters into his own hand and split a two car street. And like in a way that physically seemed impossible. Like he just split the difference and then like was, speeding up doing like Fast and Furious shit. And then we got on the highway and it was like, we did ask for that.
Yeah.
But I thought I was going to die.
Yeah. Okay, good picks. You guys have your last pick?
Our last pick, we are going.
your last pick.
Our last pick, we're going to go with the person who has loud phone conversations in public,
Ooh, okay. Okay.
on the train, in an airport, wherever you are. If they're yelling their business over the phone, it's the worst.
Mm-hmm. I always appreciate though when
Way
they're at
more
least
annoying than
looking at a
music.
phone while they do it. Sometimes people have the Bluetooth, they have the earbuds in, and they're just having a conversation. You have no idea what's going on. You're like, are they talking to themselves? Are they mad at me? Like at least pretend to look at your phone so I know that's where the
yes,
conversation
and
is.
it's
What was
What was that, big cat?
were you playing a
live
video
photo.
loud?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I clicked on a photo, it started playing.
classic big
I didn't
cat.
expect it to go. Photos having sound is always will fuck me up. Live photos, you hit it and you're just like, what the fuck? I was trying to heart it.
Gotcha.
Happens. Okay. You guys have your last pick?
Going rogue politicians. In
Okay.
general.
Yeah, good pick.
Okay.
Politicians.
Everyday villain.
Why do they want all that
That's actually
power?
a good pick,
Can you
Billy.
name specific
Donald
ones,
Trump won
Billy?
them second place in that one.
Specific
Yeah,
ones.
Nancy
I think
Pelosi,
Genghis
greatest
Khan.
investor ever.
Joe Biden. AOC.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
Everyday politicians.
RFK Jr.
Alphabet boys.
What did you think about RFK Jr.?
He's just jacked.
Okay.
Wait, who are the Alphabet Boys?
Sounds like you just hate
CIA,
you hate
ATF.
government, Billy.
Yeah, the government. You hate all authority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your boss, politicians, cops.
Cops. Yeah.
People that
Billy might have an issue with authority.
Yeah.
people that you have to
This
lie
is
to, or else you get in trouble.
This is documented.
Yes. Okay, PFT. We have one last one.
I think we got to go. I think we go with the last one on the list.
Ooh. Okay.
All right, unless you think otherwise.
No,
That's
yeah,
good,
we can.
number
that's
six.
that's a good fourth.
Number
pick.
six.
Yeah, that's a good fourth pick. What?
You guys should not go at number 6.
I think we already picked number 6.
We did pick number 6. Yeah.
And maybe 4.
Okay, fine. You want us to go 4?
Yeah, go 4.
All right. I mean, this is great because you guys are just driving our Mount Rushmore. It's so deep.
You guys
that
are
it
actually
still works.
They're way better
What's
at
your
our
fourth
Mount
pick?
Rushmore than they are at their Mount
Yeah,
Rushmore.
seriously. The fourth pick is a person who uses constant business lingo. Circle back, put a pin in this, what's the net, all that stuff.
Let's table that.
Yeah. Just like, hey, can we hop on a quick call? Nothing worse than a text. Can we hop on a quick call? Just text me. Just text me.
Those types of people that like don't treat other people like people because they're so corporate lingoed.
Right. Right.
Like talk to me like a person, dude.
Right.
Hank,
Exactly.
Hank, we've been out of the business world for a while. Can you upload us on some new business terms?
Yeah.
Circle back's a big one. Checking in.
Same page.
Oh, there's nothing worse than the email being like checking in. It's so passive aggressive, being like you haven't responded.
Oh, what about
God.
per my last email?
Following up here.
Following up
Yeah.
here. Oh God, that's yeah. I mean, are you in hell every day?
Yeah, I mean, it's been nice being out of the office. I'll say that.
Yo, invention idea, an AI bot that translates other people's lingo into your dialect.
Yeah.
How would that work? What would circle back be?
Circle back, be like, yo, remember?
Nice.
Yo, remember that
Literally
thing?
our group chat.
Billy, I want you to do this as a blog. Can you please do that?
I'll make all the translations.
Billy is the AI robot. Okay, what did we miss? So the one that we were going to pick was a guy who coaches Duke Blue Devils for 40 years and then mysteriously has a back injury when his team's bad. Everyday villain.
Everyone hates that guy.
Yeah.
We all know that guy, right?
But we didn't pick it because we let Jake pick our last one.
That's good. You were
Vladimir
lost on that
Putin,
pick.
straight up villain.
Yep.
Yep. Person who aggressively hits on members of the opposite sex in front of you and makes everybody
Big
uncomfortable.
time. Big time. Guy who doesn't pick up after their dog. That's an everyday villain. Anytime you step in dog shit. Here's one that might be a little controversial, but I'll just say it. Uber driver that talks too much. Like way too much of a conversation, you know.
Just trying to do their job.
I know, but there's definitely like pleasantries are great, but like doing like a full conversation, especially when you're like not in the mood to converse.
Yeah, they got to read the room. If you're giving them
Right.
one-word answers.
It's basically the read the room. Because there are some times when you have a cool Uber driver, it's like, I want to know his story, like having a good conversation. But there's definitely sometimes like, specifically like when we take early flights. Like if I'm in an Uber at 6:30 in the morning, I don't want to have a conversation.
I had a great conversation on my way back from the airport the other week, which I appreciated. But about 6 months ago, I had a doozy of an Uber driver who I got into his car and he immediately starts playing me his CD of music that he made. And it was a combination. Every song was a different genre. So he's like, this is my country song. And then he's like, this is my hip hop song that I'm trying out. And I was just like, dude, I don't know what you basically you have me hostage at this point. And I was like, so yeah, you should put these like on Spotify or whatever. He's like, yeah, I was thinking about getting in the music industry, but I flew out to LA and this dude was supposed to manage me. And he brought me to his hotel room and just tried to fuck me. It was the worst Uber drive of my entire. I don't think he'd be topped. I
want to hear that guy's story. If you have a great story, I'm down.
That's not a great story though.
What having your to-be manager try to fuck you in a hotel room in L.A.?
Well, he very clearly misread the tea leaves. Some guy picked him up online. He was like, "Oh, this guy's going to help my budding musical career," and then just tried to fuck him.
We should find this guy.
Damn,
Yeah, I mean,
that's wild.
But his music was so bad. All I wanted was for one song to be like halfway decent where I could pretend to really enjoy it. It was the worst.
I had an Uber driver once who told me just completely unannounced, was like, hey, do you eat yellow cheese? I was like, yeah, why? He's like, don't eat yellow cheese. Only eat white cheese. And it's something that I've thought about probably once a week, every day.
If you guys
every
take,
week for like the last 3 years.
Uber Black, you can set
Yeah,
the
I do that.
conversation,
Yeah.
no
cool,
conversation.
extra cool, no conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't eat yellow cheese. That's what he told me.
Sounds
And he
like
seemed- yeah,
What's the artificial dye?
right. So white cheese only.
Yeah,
I think about it way too often. It has real estate in my brain.
I think it's like yellow 5.
Every time I go to eat yellow cheese, I'm like, remember that fucking Uber driver coming from LaGuardia? Said only eat white cheese.
The person who never pays for anything.
Big time.
That's a villain.
The
Get you next
person who's
time.
like, oh, you owe me $7.64. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't need to be penny for penny.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah.
So
Similar-
they start itemizing appetizers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Similar to that, the person who, if your work offers free dinner on Sunday nights, who texts at like 10 a.m. being like, what's for dinner, bros?
And then somebody replies, hey, maybe let's get this burrito place close to the office. And they're like, can we do Chipotle instead? And it's only because they get the points for Chipotle when they order it.
Yeah.
So they're trying to control everybody else's dinner based on them getting their free Chipotle points. That guy.
Everyday villain.
All right, how many of you have gotten food poisoning from that place that we always like the.
No.
Zero.
Dude, you've had to leave recordings to go shit
I have a
yourself.
bad stomach.
He has a bad stomach.
But it's
He's got
every
a
time we
weak
order from
stomach.
that one place that isn't Chipotle.
Right. And the points.
Manly traits having.
And you get some
strong
points.
The points make it easy for everybody.
No, it makes it easy for you.
No, it's so much easier to order because then
How
you
is
can
it easy
send
for everybody
the
that you get
shared
free
order.
food?
No, yeah, 100% hand up. I'll take that.
Also, there's a literal meme about when the Chipotle hits.
Yeah,
People shit themselves from Chipotle all the time.
that's true.
Yeah, but it's not like sickness. That's just like natural.
Yeah,
That's just some people are lactose intolerant.
So Chipotle just do its work. We also had anyone at the DMV. That's just. I mean, I don't even blame them. They're there to just be villains. And then PFT had Homeowners Association. That's a great one.
I hate homeowners associations.
Yeah.
You buy a house and they're like, you can't paint your door that color.
There's never been a president of a homeowners association that isn't on a power trip.
Yep.
That's just in the line of work that they do.
You need to cut your grass.
Oh,
You
yeah.
need
Do
to
you have
shut
your
the fuck up.
all right, non-humans. Let's go.
Traffic.
Traffic.
yeah.
Okay,
No, that's
everyday
good.
villain. Yeah, yeah.
That's a
a
good
great
pick.
That's a great pick.
But like
You should have picked that one.
Yeah, you should have picked that one.
Traffic is an awesome
so
pick.
Next,
mad.
go.
But it's a like villain. Like
Yeah,
it's
no,
a
that's a
great
great pick.
We're telling you it's a good pick.
yeah, it was number one on my list.
Oh. All right,
What else?
what did you guys pick one?
Your boss.
You could swap it. Okay, all right. What else?
Allergies.
Allergies?
For me, it's an everyday
Okay,
villain.
Yeah.
Low phone battery.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyday villain. Yeah.
Dirty dishes.
Okay.
For low phone battery, I would say an iPhone charger cable that's on the fritz, but it's not totally
Yeah.
dead yet.
We
So you
should-
never know if you're plugging in, if you're going to get that charge, and you start to do the thing where you unplug, replug, hoping
Yeah.
to catch it. Hate that.
We should just do a Mount Rushmore things that piss you off.
I think we've done that. Yeah.
Okay.
Pet
Probably.
peeves. Yeah.
We also had spam phone callers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're back.
They are
Usually,
back.
is it from your guys' hometown area code
Yeah.
most of the time?
They spoof a number that's
Yeah.
very close to what your phone number is.
yeah. So, yeah, we went rogue for 3/4 of this.
You should have gone traffic.
That was all on
Traffic was
Traffic
such a
was
good
a good
pick,
pick.
Jake. That might have been your
my
best pick of the
God.
Mount Rushmore.
Should we let them have
season.
traffic?
our. No, I don't want it. I
No,
play
you
by the
can trade.
rules.
I think you get to trade traffic for one. You can take one out. Can't be cops. Have to keep cops in. You decide. What do you want to
Cops
swap?
on a power trip.
Which one do you want to swap? Go ahead.
All cops against Billy, a cab.
I don't know. No, I want to play by the rules.
No,
I don't
no,
want
Jake.
this like.
Jake. It's not. We're telling you it's fine. You want to swap one out? Read your picks.
Your boss, people who get up in the aisle right when the plane lands, a
That's
cop
a good
on
pick.
on a cop on a power trip, and politicians.
I would.
I love our Mount Rushmore.
Okay,
We
all
should
right,
touch
all
it.
right.
Traffic-
Your team's
There
on
is
the
an
floor.
insane thunderstorm.
We
right
would
now.
not be able to hit the pillow tonight, knowing that we had an advantage.
We should actually put a fourth Mount Rushmore graphic in there that is your exact picks, except with traffic substituted for one of them. See how that does.
No.
Listen, we're playing loose the
team's
rest
on
of
the
the
floor.
season.
Your team is on the floor.
We're like the Lions of last year. Like not much to play for, but
No, come on.
I mean, they could have made.
We
the
go
playoffs.
hard as fuck.
Yeah, you go hard as
Yeah.
fuck.
yeah.
Yeah.
But people,
okay.
they're entertaining. They're entertaining.
Yeah. Okay. Good Mount Rushmore. Okay, that was the show. Great show, everyone. Should we do? We got some good guests coming on Wednesday. Some maybe new guest and a recurring guest for some British Open talk. Open Championship. My fault. Fuck.
The Open Championship.
The Open Championship. Numbers.
69.
That was PFT.
No.
That was
no.
PFT.
Check.
That
check
was
tape.
PFT.
Check
That
tape.
was PFT.
I was looking at your face. Light
That was
travels
PFT.
faster than sound.
That was
I
PFT.
saw your
Memes
mouth
is making the
69.
call. Memes says
Meme-
69.
Are you fucking?
Light travels faster than sound, Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw his face. He said numbers. I said 69, and that's just
Okay,
that's-
so
that's
PFT
physics.
has 69.
That's
Yeah, I'll
bullshit.
take 69.
It's bullshit.
I'm gonna go with 88.
I'm going to go with
That's-
Patrick Kane, 17.
1.
Actually, I'll go with 26.
This is bullshit.
20.
I'm gonna go with 21.
Memes, have you ever gotten this?
No, afraid not.
No. Really?
No, never.
But you've been on the show for a while.
Yeah. Yep.
That's too bad. 35.
Thank God.
35.
Fourth time.
Okay, great show, everyone.
Flamingos get their pigmentation from the shrimp they eat.
Love you guys.